Yeah, but also I have a long neck. The way you're built, if you're slender.
Your extremities.
Yeah.
You freeze out.
Yeah, I'd freeze. I get all hypoed out. I know a Navy SEAL.
That's the only reason you're on the Special Forces.
That's the only reason I'm not a Navy SEAL. The only reason I'm not a Navy SEAL is because my neck is too long.
I get it.
Dude, if my arm was better, I'd be playing the NFL.
That's exactly right.
Hey, the only reason I'm not starting quarterback.
But one of the things, there was a guy I knew who didn't make it in the SEALs because he kept hypoing out, as he said, and his instructor, while they were in, I think it was Hell Week, the instructor, they stuck a thermometer up his ass and taped it to the inside of his thigh to make sure, because he just kept fucking, he's like, how many fingers and stuff. No, he just kept going out. But if you see him, his back was all back. But there was no fat on him.
That doesn't matter.
Long neck, yeah.
Because David Goggins
pull-ups for days. Yeah, some guys can.
He's a taller dude.
I don't know.
You don't know. I thought you guys had met him.
I think that'd be 6'2".
It looks like maybe 6 feet. But
yeah, he's not.
He's thin. He's thin. He even said I wasn't a good swimmer. It was tough for him. But But a lot of guys, they say a lot of guys don't do so well because they
because the cold.
They can't handle the cold. How do you do with the cold?
I like the cold.
You do.
I mean, he's from Denver.
You too, right?
Hell no. I suck at the cold.
You do? I suck at the cold. I'm a
damn.
bitch.
They're trying to say 6'4".
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
David Goggins 6'4".
Shit.
That's what I calculated.
Bring up him again with standing next to Rogan. You'll be able to get a sense.
Rogan's 5'7".
Rogan's 5'8". I'll give him 5'8". But maybe he's 5'7". I don't know.
Standing.
Is there a picture of them standing?
Oh yeah, right there.
Because they took a
right there. It's like Dave Chappelle.
Oh wow, he's definitely 6'4".
Yeah, because Dave Chappelle's pretty tall.
Horse, yeah, okay.
He's definitely tall.
Yeah. Big guy.
Wow.
Stud.
But yeah.
Mr. Callen, all the way from flew in straight from San Fran.
Hung with our boy Tareq Azim.
Love Tareq.
Yep, the best. Had a blast.
You look great. Get off his nuts, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I love telling him that.
Dude.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
You appreciate
every show.
You appreciate it.
But I mean, he's
you appreciate it.
When people say you look good, when they see you and they go, you look good, it means you're getting older. That's what it means.
Is that what it is? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, you never said it to young people.
That's what I'm doing?
Young people always look good. When you look at a guy and you go, you look good.
Or when you go, man, you look tired. Are you tired today? It's like, oh, I look like shit. That's your way of saying I look like shit.
I was walking.
Is San Fran completely normal? Like everything was open, everything?
No.
Oh, it's not?
No. There are a lot of places that went completely out of business.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm saying
like right now.
No, it's so that pier that we used to go to and get all our shit.
Fisherman's Wharf, all that?
That's kind of no longer. That's now like a flea market where they sell imitation purses and shit. Yeah. Yeah, San Francisco, that city council has done a really good job. They're all communists. The mayor's a Democrat, and the city council that makes all those rules are literally, when you say progressive, they're like socialist/communists. They're so anti-business, and what happens is people are like, fuck this.
Last time I was there was 2019.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I know we got a crazy homeless situation, but out there, it was pretty wild.
Oh no, it's out of
the
control.
Tenderloin district.
Open air drug markets there. Open air drug markets, where everything is basically.
Wait, so it was like the Wild West? It was like pure anarchy when you're up there?
Well, when I went there, I was just down in where the old Empower Gym was. So we were hanging out there. Yeah, that's a nice area.
It was but it was normal?
We went to Kakari, our favorite, where they had the red lamb roasting on a spit.
My favorite. Our boy owns that restaurant.
Yeah.
But that was normal, right?
That was normal. That was good. That looked good. I mean, there's still San Francisco. There's still people holding out with money and stuff, but it's not a good city to bet on right now.
Hey, why not? I'm going to do Cobb's here soon.
Well, Cobb's is
but
best.
you're not going to live there.
Cobb's is great.
True.
But,
yeah. You're right.
But
hey, man, I'm spending a weekend there, dog. No, we're saying long term, Chappelle.
Long term.
With society.
Long term.
Well, the way
it's just so anti-business. 19 Walgreens closed down. I mean, some crazy amount. They just made that Prop 47 where you can steal up to $1,000 worth of
those
merchandise.
Videos, guys just walking in, like taking, like they have masks.
I didn't see videos, but I remember you talking about it.
Organized criminals, the cartels and stuff, they would like, we'll just we need certain material from the drugstores to make our drug, whatever. And they would just have people come in there who look kind of tough and menacing.
So San Fran was a shit show, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but where he lives is awesome. 20 minutes
off Battery,
20 miles away.
Yeah, it's great up there.
Great up there.
But like that downtown.
No, he doesn't live there anymore. He has an apartment there, but he has.
Oh, really?
He bought a house with his family.
Out like in the suburbs.
Yeah. But dude, it was great to see him. He's awesome, and his book came out on early release on Amazon, which is kind of cool. I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but we'll talk about it when it's.
It was a long time friend of you guys'.
Yeah, man. I met him through him. Tareq was like, now he's always been an entrepreneur, but he had an amazing series of gyms called Empower, and
just one eye, Chin.
Yeah. And he also.
You sure it's out right now?
It's out for early release.
God, if only he did Peppa Pig.
There it is.
That's him right here.
Empower.
Yep, that's him.
There it is, baby. Conquering the Disease of Fear by Simon & Schuster. I can't wait to read it. I mean, he had such a life. Afghan refugee.
Yeah.
Played at Fresno State, D1 football.
How old is he?
Head coach for Jake Shields and those guys. Gilbert Melendez.
Luke Rockhold for a little bit.
Yeah, all those guys.
I'll check out that. I'd read a book like that.
Dude, when we go to his fucking gym, man, you'd see like the who's who of the NFL. He closed. He COVID and everything else, but he chose to close it down. I think he sold it off or something, and he's got now he just does other things for various businesses. Everywhere.
Oh, but there's no more Empower Gym.
I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't want to say yes or no.
Is this the gym Newsom was going to when you was trying to FaceTime him?
What's that?
Is that the gym Newsom was at when you was trying to FaceTime him or something like that? It wasn't his gym.
That was
That was his gym.
That was his gym. That's exactly right. Like you'd see everybody there, like the governor, fucking, the biggest people in the NFL. I mean, he just knows everybody. All the biggest Silicon Valley, VCs. I mean, they're fucking crazy people.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just, you can't not love the guy. He's just so charismatic.
It's going to be interesting what they do in California compared to New York, right? Because now New York comedy shows, you have to prove vaccination.
Yeah.
Like only vaccinated people can get into restaurants and
it's a really interesting time right now because this is such a fucking heated
I just don't know
topic.
how long it's going to last. Yeah. Especially modern day segregation.
I heard a guy say that he was like, well, okay, so if you don't get vaccinated, but then you catch COVID and then you go to the hospital, my tax dollars have to pay for that too. So it's like, it's a contentious subject, man. I don't know.
It is a very.
I just know that all of us are going to have to get vaccinated. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, or you're just not going to be able to participate. It's a little bit like fighting.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that the stats. Yeah, like people are all up in arms. What everybody should just do is just look at the stats, the metadata. If you got 3.5 billion people that took the vaccine, where people took the vaccine are deaths down, where they don't, are they up? Apparently that's the case. People say bullshit, that's the media. I don't know. I'll just listen. Every time I hear somebody talk, it's not a scientist. I'm just going to listen to scientists.
I don't even listen to scientists.
Yeah.
I mean,
why? Because
like
you're afraid
Fauci?
they have. No, that'd be a different thing.
Disease control. Yeah, that. Yeah.
The biggest problem is none of us know.
I can find scientists to validate whichever argument you have. That's the other problem.
There you go.
So what do you do?
There you go. Well, scientists are not immune to political pressure.
No.
Yeah.
And the other thing that they were talking about is that if you want your grant, because you live and die by the amount of money that's given to you from the NIH, National Institute of Health, which Fauci runs, sometimes that can be like, you don't want to piss off the people that are going to give you the money.
That are giving you, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
paycheck.
I'm done. I have no idea.
Who knows? We don't know.
All I know is I'm not built for the cold, and I'm never going to be a fucking Navy SEAL.
Navy SEAL.
I'll tell you what happens when you're older. I'll tell you what happens when you're older. I hate to say it, but you can't get up from a chair when you've been sitting down and wrestle. Just start wrestling.
You're sore?
Little things happen in your back and your neck. Even though we were fucking around, all of a sudden I wake up and I feel like my neck's being held together by silly putty and my head and my back. Everything's being held together by, like with pins and some rope and like some scotch tape. It's like just everything's all rattly. And
were you sore,
pain.
Christian?
I got pain.
He's young. Were you sore from Count fucking you up?
Oh, no.
No. You're young.
That's a 22-year-old body
Just
right
a
there.
darce.
Oh, yeah. Chappelle's in here. Christian and Brian wrestled.
No, I saw the video. Hey, you tried,
I did try.
but you did not succeed.
No, I did not.
Well,
That man got you.
He's never done anything. He's never done any wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, never.
Yeah. How are you gonna? It's not like. I love when people are surprised. You've never done it.
No,
It's
I
like
wasn't surprised.
No, I know, but some people are. It's like playing tennis against somebody you've never played or boxing.
Were you sore, Chin?
You know.
I wasn't sore, to be honest. Yeah. I wasn't sore. Not even my arms. Remember you said my arms are going to be sore after
Because you've been
wrestling.
working out.
No, zero working out. And by the way,
haven't started
Chin
yet?
doesn't
no,
work out.
I don't work out.
Chin worked out.
That's well documented.
I know that's documented, but I know he was like,
You have a good body.
Right.
yeah, but he was,
I wasn't surprised. I was excited that I finally got to see you in action.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why I was like, I got up all excited. I was
No,
like,
I
oh my
get it.
God, I got
I-
to see him in action.
I get it because you know stuff I wouldn't wrestle. I don't know anything about wrestling, so why would I wrestle you?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's why Chin's always wanting to box, but he's never boxed, and I worked really hard at it.
So
for
you're
a
just
long
going
time.
off your pure strength.
No, Chin.
Not strength.
Chin grew up fighting
you
for
missed-
his life in Asian gangs.
Yeah.
Chin's a tough
Yeah,
guy.
hey, he got hit with a damn pipe.
It has nothing to do
did.
with it. He's a very tough guy, I'm sure. It's exactly like with jiu-jitsu or like if you've never done that, what happens is your hands are going to come down for 1,000 reasons. You're going to get punched in the face, and that really sucks.
Yeah.
And it's not, and I think boxing's not like jiu-jitsu, because with jiu-jitsu, like Brennan can grab me and fuck around, and like, but if I start to box with Brennan, if he hits me in the head, it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
You can't kind of play it.
And Brian, you I'll give you this. You read me when we arm wrestled, so we did it 3 times.
Yeah.
I beat him the first time with the left hand.
Okay.
But then he read everything I did the next 2 times. He beat me both times, left hand and right hand.
That's what happened.
Yeah. So that's why when you say
I saw-
boxing, I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would figure you out very quickly.
Yes.
That's
Really,
all.
arm wrestling's dangerous, man. On the tendons, you ever
dude.
seen the guy blow?
We did it
shit
on
out?
wood too, on like that.
By the way,
We did it on that.
Old Bry.
I don't fuck with it really.
Yeah.
Well, Dum Dum Brian decided to throw a football after that, and this area right here, well, I'm all kinds of sore. So that's what happens when you're
Throw
older.
a football? What are you, 14?
I
Quit
tried to-
arm wrestling. Quit throwing football.
Quit wrestling on a rug.
Wrestling here.
That's some problems.
You're the
the one.
kid.
You're the one that attacked
You're the
me.
one that attacked me.
I did slap
I
your
said,
face.
let's get a wig and
You
a
slapped him?
braces. Yeah, he slapped.
I slapped his face.
What?
I slapped
then
him
I
across
fucked
the
him and
face.
chin up.
And then I got up again, and then he goes, and then I could see in his face, he was like, I want to tussle.
A slap is like,
That was funny though. I was talking to this man. Shut up.
damn.
It's so funny.
Good slap?
Shut up. There's nothing better.
And just a lazy
It's- yeah,
slap,
just-
not even a hard one. Shut up. Like,
Shut up.
it's so insulting.
Have you guys seen those slap videos where the slap
I can't
competitions?
believe people do that.
Dumbest shit
Dude,
in the
that's
world.
stupid.
Dumbest shit in the world.
People just fucking slapping.
This is so
Could be
dumb.
the Tiger Thick whiskey. We're gonna wig you up. Just hear me out. Just let Daddy do this. Let Thick Daddy do this.
Who made your hair like that?
Yep, getting they're on
Peter.
the company reached out. We're gonna wig you up and we're gonna give you metal braces, metal mouth, and we're gonna fix your teeth. Metal braces, metal. Why did I say it like that?
Perfect timing.
Oh,
I just wanted to slap you. Shut up. Hear me out here.
Slap.
Hey, metal braces and a wig.
Slap you again. Don't
Do it.
I don't like this shit.
Do it. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Hey, see, hey. See, then you got off, and I knew.
Then it was on.
That's the point of no return.
why you
when I-
slap a person though, man?
Because sometimes I get a little too much energy. Like when we were at Rogan's one time, we were going to do a podcast, and I was just like, "It's Roughhouse Sunday," and I started fucking slapping him, and I thought I'd be okay. And then
Slapping, Rogan?
he took his watch off.
Dude, remember when you
I
grabbed
ran
Rogan's
away.
pool cue? How mad Rogan got?
$6,000 pool cue.
He's like, stop it, because Brian was taking like using it as like a fucking span
It's
against
made of like
people.
ivory and dinosaur bone.
Yeah, he got it from like Africa or some shit from the 19th
It was like
century.
crafted by
Yeah, it was
some
crazy.
famous craftsman, and I'm
He was
swinging.
like, what are you doing? Remember that? I was like,
I didn't care.
Jesus.
It's my life. I was
Yeah.
trying to keep Brendan away.
So funny.
The
was
interesting
pissed.
thing about you is that if we were in a fight and I had a baseball bat,
Wouldn't matter.
No, it wouldn't, because you would absorb the blow. That's a problem. I saw a security guard. People have to understand in real fighting. I saw a tough guy who didn't give a fuck, and the security guard got mad, and the security guard took out his billy club and hit the dude.
billy club?
Yeah, hit the dude 3 times. And that guy went bap, 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 and just grabbed the security guard, picked him up, and threw him on his fucking head. Fuck. Yeah, man. And then the guy pulled out pepper spray and tried to spray him, but it was missing him. And it didn't help him. It did not help him.
Man, fuck that Street Fighter shit. Forget
Do
it.
that to Chin today.
What happened? You had to do what?
What are you guys
shit?
doing today? Are
We
you
gotta
guys
fight Chin today.
When?
Today?
It's going
You know,
out today?
I thought we were gonna
Today?
fight him the first day we were back.
Warm up a little bit.
I worked out yesterday.
The idea is Chin's. it's
Same
Chin's-
as you and me against Brendan.
Okay,
It's just
you
them
guys are
two against
bouncers?
me.
Dude, I
you bailed?
bailed on you that time. I was like,
Brian,
Fed him to the
who do you
wolves.
think's going to win?
Chin is gonna get pushed out eventually, but it's gonna be
Oh
a
my
fucking hell of a
God.
fight.
Yeah, I don't
Chin's
know. I don't
not
know.
letting him out.
I do not know.
Chin is tough.
I just know that this motherfucker right here is just scrappy.
He's scrappy.
That
You're
little
Christian's
20,
scrappy.
little Christian, he's a little scrappy.
a little scrappy.
Yeah,
You know?
you might try and do some hockey move and pull your fucking shirt over your head.
Chin's a-
No, none of that stuff. It's just literally just
Chin's
like
a
we did
giant
with Brendan.
Just pushing. You just want
Yeah, just like we did Brendan. They could like grab, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you take the shirt off, that would be like worried about
Well,
my
you
belly
had-
showing.
I mean,
Oh damn! You
in
might
the video,
then you
when
might
you were
not
trying
get
to
him
push
out.
Brendan out, I did see you reach for his dick and squeeze. So
I heard people
was a
say that
cheap
too,
shot.
but no,
Oh,
it's
did
just
he?
we're in the
Yeah,
moment.
see,
We're just in the
people
moment
say
trying to.
yeah,
I like Chet. He said we're just in the moment.
You went for a single.
I went for single legs. Yeah,
You never want to go low on a huge guy.
I never
Bad
go for
idea.
single legs. I just
he'll
instinct.
do
Well,
the
but
snap.
double
Chin
leg
thought
one.
you were going to grab the other one. That would have made sense.
Yeah.
You fucked them.
You fucked me.
Yeah.
It's okay. I learned. That was
You
Brian's
and
whole
I
point.
one day
Wait, so after this, you two are going to try and
Yeah,
kick
we're
Chin
gonna
out of the
start-
I
bar?
don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see how
Chin
Chin
said we'll
feels.
see.
Yeah, maybe on Friday or whatever.
he's nervous.
You're not ready.
Friday,
for
you're going to be buying us Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
Today, you're
He's
getting your
nervous.
ass
Oh,
kicked.
well, what's the bet? If you guys can get him out, Korean barbecue?
Yep.
Yeah,
At
on him.
quarters?
On him.
Yeah, but there's got to be
Wherever
You know what? You know what?
There's
Like
a time limit. You have 3 minutes.
yeah.
In fact, I think you have 2 minutes.
3 minutes a long.
3 minutes is a lifetime, dude.
You got
I'd say
2 minutes.
Or
right?
a minute.
A minute sounds
I'd say
good.
A minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Put it
minute's
this
a
way.
long
Put it this
time.
way. So
we
since,
didn't even go a minute.
No, that's a long
Since
time.
since Chen won't do it today, I'll be your practice. I'll be the practice dummy for you.
All right,
You get me out.
You're not getting Chappelle out.
definitely not. But I'd love
You
to
might-
try.
you
I feel
could-
like
give
a
a
fire
shot.
hydrant. Like, it's like Chappelle's. You might even know what
I
he's
have a
doing.
bulldozer with
But
me.
like, hey, I mean, this is what you got to do to get
No,
to the
no, I'll definitely
to,
try.
to
We'll
the
definitely try.
Grand Master over there.
No, you're
Will
the
we
Grand
succeed?
Master.
Probably not, but it would be a good effort.
We could try.
Kyle,
We'll
how
give it a
you
shot.
feel about going against Chappelle?
Chappelle.
He's too nice. I think he's going to get blindsided by how nasty me and Christian
I don't
can
think you guys
be.
are going to be able to move.
Which is
from
fair
I
to
don't
say.
think so
You can
either.
say I'm really nice. That's true.
You got to just go low and high.
I want a free meal
you
out
seen
here,
my
so
thighs,
I'm ready
dog?
to bring it to Chin.
Yeah,
I would do.
it's gonna be tough.
It's not going to happen with you.
We could try. But it's,
I wrestle big girls every weekend, Chappelle. You're just another big girl in my way.
Oh,
There should be a bet
I
now,
don't know. How
too.
to, I don't
Another
know.
big girl in my way.
Interesting.
I don't know how to talk shit, do the fighting shit talking.
Fucking
So
all of a sudden,
I don't know what to
all of a
say
sudden you
back.
see Kyle with a huge boner and just I'm going to get you out of here. And like, what's he doing? He's got a giant boner.
That'll give me a run. I'll walk out
I'm going to
myself.
go low first.
Why is he humping his leg? Dude, your boner.
Christian, sit this round out.
Your boner's hurting me.
Oops, I fell.
Just keep grabbing my ass and shit.
Whoops. Yeah, that's not a gun. That's exactly what you think it is in the small of your back.
Grabbing the tush, dog.
Boner central.
Are you on the road this weekend?
Yeah,
Where you at?
Utah.
Hell
The Wise Guys?
No.
Oh, you're not doing
Family.
Oh, that don't call family the road though. You know.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I know, but just be like, no, I'm out of town.
Yeah, going to town.
Yeah.
See a pop, mom and pop. Getting older. 81 and 80.
Yeah, your papa and mama, 88.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I love my parents.
Yeah,
so
but
how
give
much,
probably 10 years.
if I'm lucky,
I was being friendly with you right now.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Papa Callan.
He doesn't give a fuck about how
his
he eats.
cholesterol.
Oh, he just like, I'm going to have all that food over there,
Yeah.
but I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Your
they're
mom
up
pretty
there,
healthy?
you never know.
You never know.
Your mom's gonna live to 100. She's small.
I think so.
She's smaller.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But your dad is.
But it's something you think about, right?
He's a big man too. Remember, big men, big dogs. He's a big dog, and the other thing is his friends are dropping like flies. When you get older at 80, your friends just die, man.
Quick.
I think the
sucks.
average age. I mean, his average age 81. Chin.
For men, right?
Yeah, life expectancy is
I think it's
81.
79. I think it's 79. He's very healthy, like luckily, but you never know,
hey.
dude.
Is your mom pretty
76.
healthy, B?
76.
Brian?
Yeah, she is.
His mom's tiny too, so she's gonna live to
Yeah.
Yeah,
5,000.
76 years old.
76 the average life.
Yeah,
Well,
he's already 82 almost. That's what I mean. So,
so you gotta see him as much as you can.
got to see him play golf. Love it. Just hang with
That's
him.
his
play
thing?
Golf. My favorite thing to do with him.
Go.
Yeah, I love it. Just hit some golf balls and fucking.
I got to go to North Carolina.
Why?
I'm on tour.
This weekend?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
I know.
No, it's next weekend.
Oh, next weekend. Shit, what am I thinking?
I think you'll like it, right?
I've only been in Charlotte.
What are you doing in North Carolina? Raleigh's?
Raleigh.
Good. That's great. Great club.
Yeah.
You'll
The
love it.
Raleigh Improv.
Yeah.
I did that good nights. Amazing.
Oh, you're not doing good nights. You're doing the Raleigh
Yeah,
Improv.
Raleigh Improv.
That's new then, isn't it?
It's not that old. I think it's probably like maybe 3 years old.
Yeah, because Good Nights was the place.
Yeah. Yeah. You,
I've done
you like that
Charlotte
good nights?
before.
Charlotte's great.
Charlotte's good. That's
Yeah,
like
man.
Comedy Zone, right?
100%. It's great. I love Charlotte. Brian Heffernan, great guy, great club owner. I love that dude. Yeah, man.
So it's this weekend you're in Utah. Next weekend you're back on the road.
Yeah. Next weekend I'm in Austin. I'm in Houston. I'm in
Houston,
Houston.
yeah.
At the Improv, August 19, 2021.
Yeah, that's when I'm in.
Yeah. Houston Improv. Get your tickets, everybody. If you know what's good for you. What have you watched anything? Are you into any new series?
Ozark.
Very good show.
Running Ozark back.
Very
And
good
I haven't
show.
seen it in so long.
Yeah.
So when you forget how good it is.
Yes.
Fuck, it's good.
That beginning
it's
part.
so intense.
The beginning part.
Oh, with the cartel guy?
How good is Jason Bateman? An
So
actor
good.
and director in that.
My favorite character in that is the girl, the young girl.
I know, man.
She's
great.
so fucking good.
She's so fucking good.
God, she's good.
I know, man.
No, I haven't seen it,
was gonna
Jackass. I see you looking at me.
I wasn't even
I know, right? You weren't
I
even
know.
gonna-
I already knew the answer.
No,
but
come on. It's like,
You've never even heard of it.
I love Jason Bateman.
I saw Reek. You know Reek from Game
But this
of
is a
Thrones?
serious
Yeah.
role.
I saw him for the first time in a movie.
You can only
And-
you can never unsee Reek.
right, and he's playing a guy, and his I'm thinking to
Yeah,
myself,
the character's Ruth.
it's a
Julia
small
Garner.
little part, and I was like, that's what happens as an actor. You get this, I don't know,
You get typecasted.
you get typecast, man, and good
But
luck.
that Ruth is amazing, and then it's the crazy part is like the relationship. It's a bit like because they're married, and
Yeah.
then he catches her cheating on him. He has that video of her getting fucked.
Yes.
My favorite part is when the cartel throws her side piece out the window, and
Yeah.
Jason Bateman sees him hit the ground, and they're talking about it, and he goes, the only thing that helps me sleep at night is the sound of your lover hitting the cement.
Dude, I know.
She punches him in the
Oh
mouth.
my God, I know that's right. Oof.
Is it
The
still
thing
going
about that fucking TV show is you believe it. You believe that
You're
could
just
happen.
stressed out though. It's so stressful.
A crime.
And then it's also interesting the Fed who's searching for him, how he's gay. And
oh yeah,
he's like,
yeah, that's
fucking,
right.
He's fucking the brother.
That's right, dude. And you'd never see that coming. It's so real, man. It's so fucking good.
It's
now,
so-
That's all in this show.
Yeah, man.
yeah. Did you see that that the remake of the Batman Robin?
No, the DC announced that Robin's gay.
Robin's bisexual. He goes on dates with guys. Now,
See, and I knew he's gay because whenever we bring up Batman, I'd be like, God, I wish there's more Robin. I was like, oh, Robin might be gay if that's your favorite character.
Robin
always
was
said that?
always gay.
He always
Robin
said
was
that.
always
Oh, he
gay.
always
Yeah.
said
He was
that.
like, I like these Batman. This was more Robin. I'm like, all right, well, what's always been assumed, he was a twink.
Now, I just want to see I want to see if that has an impact in viewership because they had gay superheroes and boys.
Well,
this is gonna
Captain
surprise-
Planet was clearly a gay man.
Some of them are super gay.
He's all, yeah.
No, they just did the freeze.
I mean, his hairstyle, everything.
I mean, even the name Captain America sounded a little gay. Like, Captain America with my shield.
Yeah, and he's like, put down the beef, pick up plants. Like, even when I was a kid, I was like, oh, he has a lot of sugar.
is that
in
who he
his-
was, Captain
yeah.
Planet?
I was like, he has a lot of sugar in his tank, Dad.
yeah. Yeah, well, the gay superheroes that they had just didn't come off the shelves.
Well, which one?
They didn't fly off the
There's
shelves.
never really been one.
There was. They tried it out. There
Captain
was this
America's-
Type in gay
Here you go.
superheroes.
Captain
Chip.
America's Theo.
As images or just all of
Yeah,
them?
Captain Planet is very definitely a
Captain
muscular,
Planet was the
That's a gay
first
man.
muscular gay man.
first person to pop up.
They I don't think they've ever really
They tried it. They tried it with these comics.
Oh, these are
Just
the
didn't happen.
actors.
but they've never. It's never come out like DC announcing that Robin's gay and everyone going, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, my question is: are kids today gonna
Here's my-
not
but-
care?
Yeah.
Is it gonna
I don't
be-
know. Like the only good thing is it's like kind of with like Black Panther, which I didn't see. I don't have no desire to see it. But like if you're a young black kid, like and you were growing up at my age in my fucking history,
No black superheroes.
there's no, so you couldn't relate to any of them. Like
Yeah.
it was like Thor, Captain America. Like, well, I'm black. This doesn't make sense. Well, now those young kids have somebody to look up to, like Black Panther.
Yeah.
So if you're a young gay kid, like now at least you have, you have
Robin.
Robin to look up to.
Hey,
Which sucks.
he sucks.
Yeah, he's the
He
worst.
basically is like, "Watch out, Batman!" I'm like, "Oh
You go,
god."
Batman over there, and he
he's
like
got-
hides from.
He's way shorter,
Yeah.
and he's got he is a twink.
He's always been, but
And Batman might be, but I don't see Batman dating any girls really. So Batman might be
easy.
He does.
Val Kilmer, George Clooney, they were fucking
in the
Nicole
movie,
Kidman.
but not in the Dark Knight is a loner, dude.
Yeah,
Might be wrestling with some stuff.
Have you guys seen that Val Kilmer doc on Amazon?
I would never watch that.
It's too depressing.
I know you like him, but it's also like he has throat cancer and stuff and gets all heavy, right?
It gets heavy, but it's a great story.
What's the
It's like learning a story, just like how he came up.
I've
You know,
heard-
like
I
he
heard.
was the youngest dude, youngest kid to make it into Juilliard. All this stuff. Like he has a
Yeah,
very
he's a
very
beast.
he's a
He was
beast,
a
and
hell of
he
an
would just film every. He's just been filming everything since he was a kid. So he has a lot of footage that he puts out there. But they talk about the Batman. He didn't like that role.
No,
he didn't like.
It's weird. Whoever plays Batman hates that role. Like George Clooney regrets it.
Oh, really?
Adam West liked it, didn't he?
What'd you say?
Adam West liked it, didn't he?
Christian Bale like it?
Adam West. Yeah, Adam West liked it.
He was the original.
Yeah, like what you said.
Yeah, the guy from the '60s who had nothing else to do. Yeah, he loved it. I'm talking about now. Dude.
Robert Pattinson.
Like Ben Affleck fucking hated it. What's the other guy? The guy
Christian Bale?
Christian Bale
He didn't like it?
He didn't like playing it.
Wow.
Really?
I wonder if it's part of it's
Like
you
all
walk
the
around-
actors, they
you
feel
gotta
like-
walk around in this thing.
It's not
all
even
the
that,
time.
but I feel
they
like
talk
with-
about that in Bound.
with superhero movies, they almost
make
feel
your
like
voice
it's a
deep.
cop out.
Gotta make your voice-
Like Tom Hardy said, the only reason they did Venom is because his kids were like, "Oh, we love Venom." He's like, "Really?" He was going to turn it down.
Oh, wow.
Like, Dad, do play Venom. He's like, "All right, I'll do it for you guys," but he hated doing it.
Oh, really? I believe it, man. That stuff.
Like Ben
is
Affleck hated playing Daredevil. They just don't like
Yeah, they
playing
just don't like-
superheroes.
yeah.
But you're also shooting most of it in a giant.
Like green screen.
You're an actor. Shut up. Oh my God, they pay me $40
wait, you didn't
million.
let me finish.
I'm on a green screen.
Wait, you didn't let me finish my sentence though. Hold on, that was super rude. Hold on.
Shut up. Man, shut up.
Hey, let me finish my sentence. Hold on. Let me just finish.
Let him
okay?
finish. Let
Don't
him
be
finish.
rude.
Let him
I'm gonna
finish.
Okay,
slap
careful.
you.
Let him
Okay.
finish.
All right. So anyway, so when you're playing a superhero and you're playing in front of a green screen, you don't have anybody to play.
I feel so bad for them. It's like they get paid millions of dollars, and then you're all day in front of a green screen. Would you want to do that? Yeah, dude, I would. Fucking put face paint on me and fucking put me in a bat suit, dude. And I'm on all these steroids, and I look jacked as fuck.
I don't know why I think it's so funny. It's so rude. Shut up.
Shut up, slap.
In the middle of my sentence.
When I got done with Game of Thrones, I was so sad it was over. I watched the behind the scenes. They have like a whole documentary. Most of that's on green screen too.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Most of like
That
they
dragon,
built-
do you see them riding the
Yeah.
dragon?
It's like
That giant like, thing. Like,
oh man, this is super
You have
lame.
to act
without
that out.
Yeah, it's bad.
Jon Snow is exactly 5 feet tall or something crazy. He's a little
That dude's
guy.
Yeah,
little guy?
he's like 5'4". But they mention it in the show. They always talk about his height. Even the show they address it.
Oh.
They're like little man, powerful.
handsome
though.
guy, but you know.
Apparently on the last season he went through crazy depression.
Oh.
He was like suicidal.
He's not 5'8",
Shit.
but that's okay. Yeah, he's 5'8".
He's 5'6".
My boy got. Ned Stark, man.
Oh yeah, you're on season 1.
Yeah. Jewel just finished.
Why did he get so
cut his head off.
depressed?
I don't.
Just 'cause?
I don't know. I
I mean, just as an actor, I would watch that and I was like, oof. I mean,
Well, think about they're in
costumes,
they're in
the cold.
Belfast. They're shooting at night. They had like I think 19 weeks in a row where they shot just at night when they're
Fuck
shooting like
that.
the Battle of the Bastards and
and you
shit.
have no line. You have one line, and you have to be in the back.
Well, not him, but yeah, the extras also Crimea
No, but
River.
even when you're a star, you're in the background. You're on a horse and you're waiting, and you're there. I'm telling you for 15 hours because you had what you said is we must move forward. Even if you're a star,
be in
that's
the
your
shot.
line that day, and then that's what you do that day.
15 hours.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling
You
you.
said it's like a page a day,
So
right?
Nick, you guys might be a little young, but Nick Nolte, Hall of Famer. Like Nick Nolte is a
we
guy
know
I got
Nick
to. Okay, yeah, I
Nolte
got to work on.
He'd been
on-
canceled if they made First 48 in today's world.
Correct.
He calls Eddie Murphy the N-word
Yeah.
multiple
Oh
times.
yeah, and I but he was amazing, and I'm doing Warrior with him, and we're in there. There he is, a guy I grew up watching. You know, I'm finally an actor, and I got lines in this movie, and we're in this group, and we're the scene is basically we are in the background standing there while the other characters like are being announced for the fight. You know? And I look at him and I go, we're extras today. You're Nick Nolte and you're an extra. And he goes, that's the name of the game. That's the job. And I went, but we're just going to sit here in this group and pretend to be talking every time that camera comes by. And we're going to do that we did it for, I don't know, 11, 12, 13 hours. And that was when my mother was watching me that day. And she looked at me and she goes, you don't like acting. Yes, I do. What are you talking about? I
Not
love
that
it."
part though.
Yeah.
No. But that is a lot of what it is.
I felt it coming. When he looked at me, I felt it coming.
Shut up. Then don't act. Then don't act. Hey, Jim, bring up how much Nick Nolte got paid on the set of fucking
Not a lot.
Warrior.
Not a lot.
Guarantee he got millions.
He made a lot of money
He made
before.
millions. Shut the fuck up.
He was nominated for an Oscar.
Go work 9 to 5.
He was nominated
Go
for an
work
Oscar.
9 to 5.
You want to see a great acting?
Go work 9 to 5.
Did you see him when he's drunk with his son, and you see why his son hates him? Oh my God!
What movie?
In Warrior, he won an Oscar. He was nominated for an Oscar for it.
And you
I know how much he made. Not a lot for that. Not a lot. Very little.
I don't know.
Not a lot.
He got paid millions though.
Wait, you were in Warrior?
per day.
That particular movie was when they stopped paying actors as much because they didn't need to. But
He still made more than anybody makes in
made a lot
year.
of money.
He makes more than
Made a
anybody
lot
makes
of
in a
money,
year.
yeah.
So shut your fucking mouth. And also the extras on Game of Thrones, like in the back, you know how much money they made per episode towards season
the
6?
extras.
No, I'm saying
Other
like
people,
Kit,
they were
like the
making
main guy,
money.
Kip or whatever
How
the fuck
much were
his
they
name is.
making?
I mean, bring up their salaries. It was nutsos. But here's the thing: like the crew was crying at the end when they wrapped. You gotta realize that was 10 years of their life.
Damn.
10 years on the flying out there every single
That
year.
is, they were all
What
crying.
is this?
Yeah.
I think it said at the.
They become your family.
They said for one person.
for one person.
Yeah.
family, dude.
They're married now.
They are.
Oh hell yeah!
They
Not
are?
those two. He married. You know the one that goes. You know nothing, Jon Snow. He married. That's his real wife now.
Let me see. Which one?
So this is Amelia whatever Clark and Kit Harington made $500,000 per episode.
Jesus Christ, that's
And then-
beautiful.
So cry me a fucking river. Get on that horse. Say your one line and shut the fuck up.
I would do that for that.
Yeah, of course you would.
500,000 per episode.
1.2 million.
Some
episodes
people
for
made
some of them.
1.2. Yeah.
Like the main cast made over 1 million episodes.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. Who was that?
She was. You remember she was a wildling. She was like one of the main.
Oh,
wildlings.
she was
They
so
had
hot.
sex.
Yeah, I remember her. He got married to her. huh?
They're married. They have kiddos. I
Damn.
think they have kiddos. I might have made that up,
Damn,
but
I
they're
remember
married.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was very sexy.
she's cool.
Yep. Yeah, she was a redhead, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
married together. When you watch that behind the scenes, 10 years. 10 years,
Fucking
same
years,
thing.
man.
But that's why they said, like, the writer, I was talking to my boy about it who's involved with it. He goes, you got to realize, like, HBO wanted them to go 5 more seasons. And, like, we can't, man. It's like 60-hour work weeks for the
yeah.
past 10 years.
You
Like,
don't have a life.
We're exhausted.
You don't have a life.
Like, they didn't want to keep doing it. Like, we literally can't keep doing it.
Because you cannot.
I felt like there's so much more they could have done, but when you hear them, like, we can't. Like, we're fucking done, dude.
Well,
There's so much to that
You're
show.
shooting in the middle of. They have to set up encampments. You're shooting in the middle of like I don't know, it's like Iceland or something.
They had a few in Iceland. It was Croatia.
Nothing to do.
They were Croatia, Belfast. Yeah.
But you are there 16 hours a day, and you will not have a life. You
Yeah.
can't have a relationship. You can't do anything. So, hey,
Work a 9 to 5.
listen, I'm just
Work a 9
saying,
to 5.
I like how he keeps.
I'm just
Go get a job.
sir,
Yeah.
sir, sir.
I like the head White Walker, the Night King.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't talk.
No, he doesn't.
He just puts on the makeup.
Yep.
And they show him when they're walking through Spain, the fans are, it's it's the most watched show ever, correct?
I did not know that.
Ever.
I did not know
Biggest
that.
show of all time.
Wow.
So when they went to Spain, there's like people outside their hotel, like when fucking Jon Snow was there, like they're going nuts for him. And then the White Walker comes out and he's like, and no one's cheering for him. He goes, come on, you guys know who I am? And they're all, no. He's like, it's the Night King. They're all, oh, yeah. But dude, he was like, I know. I see online people are like, oh, anybody could play the Night King. I know I don't have speaking roles, but
Yeah, and
it's
you know
like,
what?
yeah, that's exactly. I told my girl I could be a Night King.
Yeah.
She was ready. Oh yeah.
Now, as a guy who has put that makeup on, basically, I've worn that makeup. And now, hold on, sir,
Let him finish.
sir, I'm gonna ask, sir, please.
It's 6 hours, dude. First of all,
It's
you want to be an actor?
3-4 hours in that chair.
6 hours of makeup,
Yeah.
and then you have one line, and then you got to sit in the background and get paid millions of dollars.
Now, hold on,
So
sir.
if you think you want to be an actor, think again.
Sir, then you have to take it off, and it's hell on your skin.
Yeah. Get a 9 to 5, dude.
How many episodes was he actually in though? The White Walker.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Well, not the first 5 seasons. Well, like season 6, he's in a bunch.
You basically step up, and then the camera zooms in on you, and you stand there like that, and you look off.
He has no speaking role. He doesn't talk the entire time.
Click that top
Great,
one.
great
thing.
fucking character though.
Yeah.
This one, or are you talking about the drop down?
No, that usually tells on those
But
fandom.
that documentary zooms in on one of the extras, where it was his lifelong dream to be an actor, and then he was in all 6 seasons, and he played like, he's part of like the fucking soldiers.
Yeah.
and he's so into it, man. But
He is?
he just his passion for it.
God.
Oh my dude.
God bless.
And they
him.
get coats at the end of every season, so he has like a Stark coat, and
Yeah.
a guy would come by in like another like a Baldwin coat, and he'd be like, "What the fuck is it? Get out of here!"
Really?
Yeah, he's just so into it.
Sometimes though, you need you
need those people.
enthusiastic. You want actors as extras because a lot of times if they have to be screaming or bad, whatever they're doing, some of them phone it in. They're just bad and they're just going yeah, and the director will be like, guys, I don't believe you. You got to make it more. So they try to get actors in there. You try to get people that want to be actors because they want to be. They're going to want to be.
Well, this guy, it was like their life. It was his lifelong dream to be Game of Thrones.
A lot of times, though, it's so funny because that's always one in a group where
goes over the top.
There's the camera. He's like, "Let's do this!" Yeah.
He's looking at the camera.
It's like, "Hey, sir,
quit looking at the camera."
You can't look at the camera there." He's like, "Oh, damn it!"
Yeah, they just
Can't
want
look at
more.
the camera. Yeah,
But yeah, 10 years of your fucking life.
10 years, man.
60-hour work weeks for like the writers and shit. Beast.
I was doing when I did Hangover 2, I remember that at the time it was the biggest sequel, and there was a Muay Thai fighter, this guy from like Albania, and he was a good fucking dude, and he was just so happy to be there. He's playing like an FBI guy or whatever. And I remember I said something like, I think when they grab me, they should grab me, but I need somebody strong, and I think I had him grab me, so he was going to be in the shot, And he called his mother. I heard him call his mother, and it made me want to cry. He was so excited. He was talking to his mother,
And
and
then
he
they
could
cut that
hear.
part out.
And he said, "No." and he goes, "My mother is crying because I told her I'm going to be in this shot with you." And it's like,
Yeah, they
it
probably
was
think he's going
such
to be
a
like the
big
next
deal.
fucking Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's fucking Hangover 2. You're going to see him. And she was crying. And it was just, for me, it was like, well, it makes sense if there's got a strong guy, because I'm going to try to, Oh, it's fucking unbelievable.
It's nice of you, Brian.
I'm a great guy, dude. And
Yeah.
somewhere in Albania, there's a woman who's very thankful for my.
I hope you still talk to the guy.
my
Keep up with him.
Yeah, I do. He was there to compete in Muay Thai. Didn't work out.
Didn't work out. I'm trying to think about what other shows have. I mean, as long as fucking Game of Thrones, because when they film it, it's a beast.
Oh yeah.
What other shows have been out as for as
Like
long?
That long.
Law and Order. Law and Order's been out for like
But it's
20
not-
years.
That's an easy shoot.
Yeah.
Like you're not in makeup and you're not in Belfast and Iceland and Spain. Like it's also Law and Order.
Massive
Law and
But
Order.
you're also filming at all hours of the night in the freezing cold in New York.
I did-
all that.
I did Law and Order.
That show's so fucking easy.
I did
Law and Order?
Yeah. I did all those shows.
Which
Really?
Law and Order though?
And again, you're right. It's,
One of the
it's-
9,000 episodes.
Yeah,
Well, Special Victims Unit's the best one.
that's when I did.
Oh, you watched that shit.
Dude, I
What year was
love
this,
that
Brian?
I
shit.
did that one. Yeah.
Criminal Minds is better.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I don't fuck with any of it.
When they brought back Christopher Maloney's so underrated in that show.
Oh, he's the best. I'm friends with Chris.
Law and
Really?
Order doesn't
I love
count.
him.
What else though?
I did everything. I mean, I did.
No, I'm trying,
no,
I'm
he's
trying to
talking
think
about
of shows like Game of Thrones, like that, like you're like basically family. Like Seinfeld was only 6 seasons, right?
Friends
But
was like
that's
8.
New York.
Seinfeld's
That's
the best
New York.
time though. Like that's a sitcom. That's a blast.
Yeah, yeah.
You come in, you're doing a play. You're not working the way those guys are.
With your
you live
boys.
at home. You go home. You have a 9 to 5, basically, right?
You know who I see damn near every Sunday when I take my son to that car show in Malibu is Spike. I forget his last name, Spike something, but he was a writer on. He's best friends with Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
own a car club, and he has a car podcast.
Make some real money.
Oh, I mean, he has all the money.
Yeah.
But him and Jerry are best friends. But he brings his cars there, and
Yeah, man. Well, that's
It's always him and
that's
Jay
the
Leno
greatest
sitting
gig in
down.
the world because what happens is if you're an actor, because I did Frasier, I did all those shows.
that's him there.
You show up, you just show up, man, and on a Monday you'll get there at 10, and then you'll have a table read, and then they'll put it on his feet sort of gently, but the script's going to change, and you're going to have notes, and then you're kind of out of there by 3. That's
Not
a
a bad
Monday.
gig.
And then Tuesday, you're going to do a camera block, probably be out of there by 10 to 4. And then it's the only day the last day, Friday, when you actually shoot, that's when you'll be there. You'll get there at probably 11 for a camera block, a run through, and then you have the show that night.
Yeah.
But it's a blast. Everything is a blast.
So are you like 50-50 with acting? Because sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't.
I don't like it.
You don't like it.
No, I had.
But you've had your fun
I had a
moments.
fucking blast on the Goldbergs, and I had a blast on Schooled.
Yeah.
But you can ask him. I was there for long periods of time. Like making this podcast was a motherfucker. It would drive him crazy
Yeah.
because I used to have to negotiate. I have to run from the set. I come in my shorts sometimes, and makeup, and I do the podcast, and I have to run back and stuff. It was tough.
And finish it, yeah.
But I mean, I love that because I love the people I was working with,
Yeah.
and that's what it is.
I can't think of any other shows like Game of Thrones that
That
took
were just
that much
beasts like that.
energy.
Oh, you mean
Like time, energy, the production, the value of it.
The thing about
was
Game of
expensive,
Thrones
too.
was two things. One is the costumes, and two is the fucking locations.
And you know what the writers told me the worst part was the horses.
Oh, I'm sure.
They said they never. They said if they ever take another job again, we'll never be with horses.
Oh, fucking.
Just think how many horses are in Game of
And
fucking
it's
Thrones.
dangerous because you have to have horse handlers. Like when they were doing like Water for Chocolate, my buddy's a stunt man. I had to go do a stunt where I had to rear up on a horse, and my buddy's a stunt man goes, "You're not going to rear on the horse." And I go, "Why?" And he goes, "Because the horse is riding you." I go, "No, I know how to ride a horse." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. The problem is that horse is roll trained." He goes, and he see how he's favoring his right hand. That's why I have a stunt man. He goes, "You see how he's favoring with his right hand?" And I go, and the guy goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "So if he rears up, he's going to pull this way naturally, right? And then the horse is going to roll. Is that a possibility?" And the guy goes, "That is a possibility." And he goes, "Yeah, get off the horse. We'll get a horse
Think
guy."
about that horse falling on you.
And thank God. That's why that stuntman said, "I'll drive with you 60 miles away," and came with me. He came with me, and I can ride a horse. So I'm doing a figure eight. I'm doing whatever he tells me. He goes, "All right." Exactly. I grew up riding, but I don't know how to ride a horse. I didn't grow up riding. It's a lie.
You did though.
But I did ride.
You rode. Yeah.
I rode.
Yeah. Daddy grew up rich.
Not rich.
Very rich. Stupid rich.
No, not rich.
Very rich.
But Daddy was
Saw
a
a picture
banker.
on it.
Daddy was a banker.
Yeah.
So he had some, you know. So I was able to take horseback riding lessons in Greece. But I was living in Greece, guys. My servant,
My servant.
my valet, my assistant.
You're my favorite slave. I mean, Jesus Christ.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it was so funny though, because I'm like, I'm gonna rear up on a horse, and he's just like, it was so funny. He goes like this. He goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I gotta rear up on a horse, so I gotta drive out." And he goes, "Where?" And I go, "Blah blah blah." And he goes, "Yeah, I know that ranch." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you ride horses?" I said, "Yeah, I rode horses when I was a kid." He goes, "When you were a kid?"
Yeah, no,
and I rode in Malibu. My girl used to ride, so I went to Mill Creek and rode. He goes, "Uh-huh." He goes, "And you have to rear up?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I'll come with you." I go, "It's 60 miles away." He
What a
goes,
nice
"It's
friend.
okay." He goes, "It's okay. I'll come with you."
One of our friends,
Kieran.
yeah, he's a good dude.
And great guy. And he comes out, and it was so funny. He comes out not saying a word, drives all the way out there. This is what a friend does for you. An old actor, Bry, is doing. He goes, "Do it figure eight, then turn the other way." So I might put weight here on this leg, pull this way.
Now,
I'm just
tell
doing
the
this.
story again that you just told, but carry
Yeah,
on.
I know.
Yeah.
And then
Now he's
They're
going to
like, you know that
detail.
horse
Now
is
he's
gonna.
and I'm
then you-
inside, but I'm inside. It's really cushy. I'm in an inside area. I'm not outside. I'm in an inside little pen.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You ready to rear up?" Yep. No, he's not going to do that.
Nope, because if you do the horse, yeah.
I'm going to pull.
Yeah.
But there was a point to that. Oh yeah. Oh,
you grew up rich.
Even better. No, even better. Even better. He says, "Oh, I know that guy." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "That guy got trampled and almost killed on because I worked on, I think it was Water for Chocolate or whatever." And I said,
Chocolate for Elephants? Is that right?
"That's what it was."
No, Water for Elephants.
Thank you, dude. I think
Water
that's
for
more.
Elephants, great movie.
I didn't see it.
Chocolate for Elephants is a dope title, but I think
Water for
Chocolate
Elephants?
kills
There's
him.
Water for Chocolate. I think.
No, there's water. There's water.
Water for Chocolate
It's
is a
Water for
common
Elephants.
album.
Chocolate for Elephants sounds lit as fuck too. Chocolate for can elephants eat chocolate?
I would
Chin?
imagine they eat
Google
all
that,
the
Chin.
chocolate.
No, they can't though because of caffeine.
Water for Chocolate.
Like
Okay.
Water for Chocolate.
Like Water for Chocolate. Okay.
Can
But
elephants eat
I think it was Water for Elephants.
Water for Elephants is the big movie that was
Okay,
like
with horses?
2011.
Had
Yeah,
horses?
well, a lot
Thank
of horses. Circus.
So
Pat or the guy from Twilight's in it.
So Kieran looks at the guy, and Kieran goes, "Oh, I worked with that guy, and he got
Yep.
he almost got killed by a bunch of horses." What happened was, the guy was going to let the horses out. Somehow the horses got spooked. Now horses are herd animals, and they all ran out together and banged that, like big metal gate,
Gong, gong, gong.
knocked him down, and they all ran over him. And he said that guy got
This is
trampled.
tragic,
He goes,
man.
"I don't think that guy knows horses well, and I don't trust him." That's why he said.
And
it.
he said that.
Yes, dude.
He
And I
said
go-
that?
and I was like this. I go, "Well,
We
shit."
like what? And
I'm
then
like,
the horse
whatever.
was like, "Roar."
And then
And you're like, no, not today.
No, and then you know what he said to the guy? He goes, "You worked on Water for Elephants?" The guy goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, me too." He goes, "You got trampled by all those horses, right?" And he goes, "I did." He goes, "Yeah, I remember you got pretty fucked up." He goes, "Yeah, I was in the hospital for a while." I was like,
Holy shit.
Damn, we
Horses
have to-
terrify me. I ain't trying to ride them.
Bro.
No, they terrified me too.
bro,
I am
when,
not
and
trying
when
to
you're
ride a
like
horse.
on Game of Thrones, point being, nightmare. You got to have a handler.
Well, they show them because in the horses when they like get fake stabbed and fall too. There was the riders fall with the horses and like
Stuntmen,
do a
dude.
special stuntmen do. It's
dude.
nuts.
You got to have real horse dudes there. Fuck that.
Well, you remember I went to the all white horse farm in Kentucky?
I wasn't with you in Kentucky.
Oh, that's
You
right.
went to an
Just
all-white
Different
white
black guy.
horse farm.
What
Different
do you,
black guy.
why white horses?
I don't know. The guy said the guy told us all white horse farm. It was lit as fuck.
Wow.
It was just white horses.
They're called KKK.
Yeah, he definitely raided the Capitol, but
That's interesting.
on white horses. It was just all white horses.
Wow.
It was cool.
I wonder why
special-
white horses.
Was they a type of horse? Because
Yeah.
there's a lip singer horse.
No,
the ones that rear up.
He only allowed white horses. Yeah,
In Kentucky.
in Kentucky.
Interesting.
Doesn't surprise me.
And you support that?
Yeah,
He was there.
I was all up on their
He was
noses. And so Justin was so scared of them.
There it is, lip singer.
Bro, I'm terrified of horses.
Lip singer.
They're big white horses.
Oh no, that's lip singer. The lip singer is a
Lipizzaner?
Oh, so you know the types of horses, Brian?
Lip designer.
Have you ever ridden a horse, Chappelle, or no?
Fuck no, I ain't riding no damn horse.
Really?
I ride them in Montana. I'm going first week of September.
I'm not riding no horse.
I ride the fuck out of them, dude.
Nice.
I put them to work, man.
Y'all ride horses?
Let's take
I did before.
him and Herman
They
out.
scare the
with
shit
Chef
out of
Foley
me.
out to Wally's.
They do.
Have some wine. Fucking have a meal.
What?
Been out there.
You want?
What?
Yeah.
You want to have a meal?
Go where? What
Wally's.
the fuck's Wally's?
Oh, you don't know Wally's? Oh, dude, wine and great food. I can't believe you don't know Wally's.
Where's it
I don't
at?
drink, Brian.
Oh, Beverly Hills and Santa Monica. You'd love it.
He doesn't drink.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Yeah. All right.
So
Told you I was
you're gonna take me to a wine
Wait,
bar?
why are we taking two black guys to?
Herman
Hey, why
Herman
we
has-
take two black guys to this
Herman
nice
has a
restaurant? What
wine.
the fuck?
Herman Rice has a wine.
Oh, podcast. Yeah, he does a wine podcast.
Oh, I bet that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Wally's
Dude,
there.
you'd love Wally's.
Oh, that
What?
food looks
How did-
amazing,
how
though.
have you
The food
not
looks
been-
nice.
You've not been there?
I don't go out.
fucking
You know me, I don't
crazy.
go out, dude.
Dude, you'd love Wally's, man. Oh,
I don't
that's
go
Where's
out.
it at, Brian?
Right up
That
your alley,
steak.
Bubba.
I'm going to Scopa tomorrow.
There you
though.
go, Bubba.
I'm
That's
going
right
to
up your
Scopa
alley.
tomorrow, you stupid fuck.
Are you?
Yeah.
Fuck off. That's good though.
Fuck a cheese board, but
That does look
that
nice.
steak look dope.
Oh man, come on.
Yeah, I was drinking a lot of wine when I was
That's
watching
what it
Game
looks
of
like.
Oh, that
Thrones.
looks-
Look at
oh,
that
shit.
food, man.
God, I love a good steak.
Oh,
Same.
that's how they serve it right there.
On that weird board like
yeah,
that?
on a piece of oak. On a piece of fucking oak. Don't call
weird
it
board
weird.
like that?
No, don't say that.
What's that green
Mushrooms.
shit to the right of it?
Those are fava beans, probably,
And that
or
shredded
just
cheese.
like some kind of a mousse, spinach mousse or some shit. It's all fucking so good, dude.
Hard pass on that. Knock that off.
Oh, you'd love
Oh,
it.
that steak looks nice.
You know what those
steak
are,
looks
Chappelle?
great.
For 10
No,
points.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, go back. 10
Talking about them
points.
little truffles?
That's shaved mushrooms.
My favorite restaurant is Shake Shack, dog.
Dude, you ever
think I know what that is?
had Shake Shack? Have you ever? We've had. Remember that black truffle?
Oh yeah.
I love me some truffle.
You're damn
Dude,
right
I'm a
you
little
do.
truffle pig.
You little truffle.
I'm a
pig.
little truffle.
You know what?
You know, I just realized I'm a little truffle pig.
You little truffle.
I
pig,
love
huh?
truffles.
Yeah, you are.
It's like a distinct taste.
Well,
it will
you
power.
talk-
It will
now- no,
overpower
you talk- now you're talking
anything
about-
you put on it.
You're talking about white truffles now. Now you're talking about white truffles. Now you're talking.
Yeah,
about
I'm a little white truffle
now,
pig.
So the
now you
pigs
look-
find they
Oh
find
yeah,
it,
yeah.
right?
Now,
Yeah.
now, Chappelle, you see that
find it with
little,
their
little
noses.
bowl of mushrooms right there? That would be about $10,000.
I heard.
Yeah.
I just recently
Yeah, when
found
they
out
find
about
like
truffle.
the big
Yeah.
ones.
When they shave those on you, they
Oh,
shave a couple
Bubba.
on your pasta. That's a $100 pasta dish. Now, ask Brendan though. The white truffle, it's got something to say, and the reason you pay for that is it tastes like nothing else.
It's a distinct
They
flavor.
make it in oil, or
Yeah.
right.
They live. Those truffles can be as deep as 6 feet under the ground. So you gotta use.
You need a
pigs and
real
dogs.
good pig.
You need a real good nose.
I'm a little truffle
Yeah.
piggy.
You little
That's
truffle
why I
truffle.
realized I love truffle.
You little TP.
love truffle.
You little TP.
They mix it with a lot of stuff. Yeah,
huh?
like truffle, like
truffle oil, pastas.
Yeah. Look at those
You,
pigs.
you can get truffle oil on if you order like a poke bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a
very, very
distinct
strong-
smell. Yeah, it'll overpower anything.
And they got some noses.
Ooh,
on
I
them.
love me a little truffle pig.
Yep.
Are
Look
they
at that.
expensive?
Little truffle
want
pig.
one?
I'll get one as a mascot for the new thick.
I
boy.
don't. I think you can probably use a pot belly, one of those Vietnamese pot belly pigs.
No, those are stupid.
Well, they'll just lie around.
Get a teacup pig for the
I think-
mascot.
I know it's gonna shit everywhere though. Can you leave them on their own though? Can they just stay
They're
here?
like tiny.
Wait, a teacup pig?
Yeah, you've never.
Kyle,
seen
you got a
those?
new place. Will you take care of the teacup pig?
I'll watch it for sure.
All right. Well,
I
save
never
us.
I'll
seen
help
I need a
one.
roommate.
That might be a thing you could keep here because they're just like whatever. But
Well,
they're
Kyle
super
just got a new
smart.
place and has a yard and shit.
Oh.
Let's leave it at your place, dude. And you bring
do
it here
that.
Monday and
Teacup
Fridays.
pig.
I submit that you'd get so bored of a fucking pig.
Oh, dude,
That's
that's
they
so
just
cute.
stay that size.
I
Or they-
wish.
Compared to a cat.
Holy fuck, they're cute.
They are really cute.
What do they eat? Carrots and shit?
They are adorable. They get big. They get big
Oh,
and fat
carrots.
as
Side of
fuck.
teacup.
Oh, look at that one.
And some of them will give you a good tusking.
Look at that thick motherfucker.
And
Some
they-
of them are mean. Yeah,
Oh
mean.
yeah, they'll give you a good.
Yeah,
old
we're not going to
tusking.
raise and be mean.
Well, even if you don't raise them, I know if my friend back home has a pig, and he bites
Yeah,
everybody.
but like farm pig?
Raised in the house.
Now, if
Oh,
you
man,
want to
we're
get rid of a
looking for a
body,
truffle pig.
if you want to get rid of a body, you got a hog farm and you keep them hungry. You
Yep.
keep the ribs on them.
Yep.
You keep them super hungry.
Like the
and
movie
then-
Hannibal.
That's right, or that series 000.
Yep.
where
Piggies eat everything.
Oh,
Bone,
yeah.
asshole,
They eat bacon
lip.
too.
come right to your face.
What?
They eat bacon. Like they'll eat
Oh, yeah.
bacon too.
Hell yeah.
It's,
Really?
it's
They'll eat it
insane.
all.
Yeah.
They'll eat it all, dude.
Dude,
Cannibalism.
we're gonna get one of those teacup pigs. We're gonna name him Bacon, and you're gonna take care of him.
I'll raise
Cal.
it. That's fine.
You got to name a
Rodgers
pig
and
something
Hay.
ironic. Like it's
Pork
like
chop.
my friend had a turtle named Fury. It's fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
It's a good name.
Crispy bacon.
Got to be unique.
Or
Crispy
we
bacon.
get that
I saw
pig
that
and
video.
call him
Yeah.
Slim.
Slim, that's good.
I think a good name for a pig is Crispy.
They already have that.
They do, but
Yeah, the crispy bacon. Remember that news reporter?
Yeah.
And he couldn't stop laughing.
that's why I like that
He
name.
couldn't
That's
stop laughing at
hysterical.
that
Crispy's good.
pig's name.
I like Slim.
Slim's good.
I like pork
Slim's
chop.
Good.
Slim's funny.
Slim's good.
Pork chop.
Slim, Speedy.
Ham.
Fat ass.
Yep.
Skinny.
Fat piece of shit.
All right.
I knew somebody had a pit bull and they named it Cow.
That's hilarious.
That's actually really funny.
I love that. Cow, come here.
That's pretty funny.
I like a sense of humor. You sipping on that Tiger Thick?
No, this is a different one. This is some other Japanese whiskey they sent. It's pretty nice though.
Yeah.
Switch between that and just trying to mix it up middle of the day. You know?
I ain't been drinking at all. I'm gonna start drinking again. I miss it sometimes.
Wine or whiskey?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said you're gonna start drinking again.
No, I've not
haven't-
been
you
drinking,
haven't
but
been
I might
drinking.
start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life's too short
Hate
not
and
to,
drink.
man.
I mean,
You're a real pussy boy.
a couple of drinks.
What?
I'm trying to.
You don't get drunk though.
No.
I've never seen Brian drunk. I don't think we've ever been drunk
No.
together.
I've never seen you drunk either.
I don't get drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, in Austin, we might have drank, but we
got
were just
high.
Is that what it was? We
got
were high?
high.
Because we were laughing so hard.
First of all, we smoked weed and then we also did DMT.
Well,
together.
DMT was
Then
the
we
greatest thing
fucked
of all
each other.
time. That's
What?
right. That was the greatest thing of all time.
What the? Do you think it was the greatest thing of all time?
I thought it was such a
Are
wild
you exaggerating
trip.
a little bit?
Well, I just thought it was really cool.
It made
'cause I
me
didn't
real
know what to
emotional.
expect.
Remember that? I started
Yeah,
crying.
I do, but not when we did it.
The
'Cause
next
when we
day
did
I
it, Brent and
cried.
I wanted to keep doing it.
How long's the trip?
I
It
don't
feels
know.
like 7 days, but I asked
a
my
minute.
boy Aubrey, like, how long was that out? He's like, that was like 30 seconds.
So you have to have someone watching you when you do it.
Not really. I
Not
guess
really, or
because
just-
once you figure out what's going
Aubrey's
on.
basically a shaman.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah,
really took us
Aubrey,
on
I met in
Yeah.
when we were at
Well, because Brent and I didn't know what to expect, and we got there, and his assistant said something like, "So, Aubrey will probably bring you through the ceremony later on today." And now Brent and I are not seasoned drug addicts. You understand?
Ceremony?
We sure as fuck ain't psychedelic guys. We don't know. So
I've
we're-
never touched
We're
it.
both. But we're also both kind of macho. So we both go. We're both like ceremony.
I think I yelled out gay.
Yeah, and she goes, and she just went, "You'll see." And we were like, "Well, I don't know if you know." And then he gets there, and we get in the office,
It
and
was
he
a
gives
ceremony.
Like, he does a
And
prayer.
It was nice.
Yeah, he
There's
lit
a
some
whole-
incense.
There was like incense. It was all dark. There
that?
was a rain stick, if I recall.
There was a rain stick.
There's a big dick.
There was a big. There was a big.
Yeah, it was dark.
dick and stuff.
Yeah, I was like,
there.
wait, I thought this
think
was a
it
rain stick.
I don't know. And then we were in panties. I can't remember what happened.
You keep tugging on this
What?
thing. You get some rain, all right. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, and we were like, all right,
And then I
guess.
smoked it.
That's right.
God damn.
Yeah.
No, it was a good time.
Yeah.
But the next
Have
day,
you done that ayahuasca stuff?
No, never. I would never go that.
That's
deep.
the one that's
We
like
had-
makes you puke
D-
and like.
D-
Well, that's what it is, though. It's ayahuasca.
It's
but
a version of that. It's the harder
purest form.
condensed.
wait, DMT is?
Yeah.
Dude, I took
But-
off into outer space, and I was like in all gold, like
Yeah.
clouds. It was.
But you didn't
sick.
feel sick from that.
No, I felt
No,
fantastic.
man.
Why does the
They call
ayahuasca?
it
But I did
sacred
get real. I
geometry.
did get real emotional. The next day, I started crying
Yeah.
because our friend Tim Kennedy. When I say crying, Brian's on the phone, and I can't stop crying.
I was talking to my wife at the time. And
I'm
I
like,
go, I literally.
I'm talking, dude, snot bubbles.
He's got
But out of
sunglasses on.
nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I have Ray Bans
Well,
on.
no,
Are you fine?
No, we'd done a podcast, and you said,
With Tim Kennedy,
I don't want,
yeah.
I don't want Tim to die. He's going to go off, and I was like, I don't want him to die either. And he goes, but he's going to go off into the field, and I go, yeah, I know. He's going to go out there, and then he's like, I know, but I don't want him to die, and I go, I don't either.
you just kept saying
we're
it.
going to have a party.
And
We're
then
going to party
we're
at
going to
Aubrey's
this
house,
huge,
which was
great party.
which was basically a Snoop Doggy Dogg video.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So we're going there, and I get a call, and I'm literally like
It's
this,
his wife.
and I'm like, hey babe, what's up?
I'm staring
Yeah.
out the window, gazing out the window. Going,
Okay, yeah. And all of a sudden, I see him going. He's got sunglasses, and I just see him going.
uncontrollably
And
crying.
finally, I literally go like this.
He goes, babe, hold on.
I go. I got a weeping giant next to me, and I gotta go. And I
Dude,
just
couldn't
hung
stop
up.
crying.
Yeah, and I go. Now, are these allergies, or are you just fucking crying? And
I'm talking full blown snot.
All you could
bubbles.
say is,
Bruh.
dude. You were like, dude.
How long was this trip? Like, or the trip that
We're in
when you do the
Austin for
DMT.
3 days.
When you
but
do that shit, you
we
never
did-
know what's gonna happen.
you never know.
That's
what
what
terrifies
came
me.
out
I
of me.
can't-
Like I just couldn't stop crying.
I'll be honest. I'll tell you a story. You know me. I'm not very emotional, but I had a tough year.
You're a serial killer.
Yeah, but I was just told that emotions were weak my whole life, so I always kept it to myself.
Yeah, terrible parenting. Yeah.
Whatever you call it, sure. My dad had the same problem.
Yep.
And my mom.
Yep.
And
not good.
all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff. And so,
horrible
and I, my friend, I'm at dinner at Scopa, and my friend's girlfriend, I don't know, starts telling me a story about her childhood, and she told it with about as much emotion as you would tell somebody if you were describing
Like your horror story.
No, it was about as much emotion as you'd use if you were telling somebody about an errand you ran that day.
Sure.
Okay? I got on the bus, and then I went and got a loaf of bread, and I got back on the bus and came home. Like that. And she started telling me about her childhood, which was so tough because her mom was crazy and all that. And I could tell that everything she was saying was true.
You don't think she was lying?
Fuck no.
I'm gonna
I've
send
been an
you
actor
something,
long
though,
enough,
Chin,
and I
'cause
could
just
tell
remind me
everything.
of
And I
something.
just went like this. And in the middle of dinner, in front of this person I don't know, and to another couple, I started to I'm going to start crying here. And I started
Felt
fucking
it.
crying.
Wow.
And I couldn't stop
That
crying.
must have been a powerful story.
The only other time that happened was when Artie Lang told me about his dad and how his dad died.
Yeah.
And I just started crying, man. I could, because sometimes when somebody tells you a story and there's no emotion, and you have to take it all on. Motherfucker.
Was that the last time you cried?
Yes, that was the last time I cried.
Damn.
No,
And that
that's
was
not true.
that was pretty
When
recent.
was that?
It was pretty recent.
How recent?
I don't know. When were you going to say I cried?
I seen you cry when we thought our friend was going to commit suicide. You and I both started crying. We were in Santa Monica, getting coffee. We both started crying
Yeah.
because I said I don't know how to help him. Remember? So this girl that went on Rogan. So many people are like, dude, you gotta listen to this girl's story on North Korea. How kids were dying. And
I know her.
She
I met her.
escaped.
I met her.
Apparently, now hold on. Before I say the story, I don't know anything about this woman. I didn't listen to the podcast. I've seen all the headlines, all that stuff. Apparently, from other friends that I have she's kind of like, she wants to be like the Kim Kardashian of North Korea. Like, she's just doing it for exposure. She's made all of this up.
Because I had a long talk with her, and I have her number in my phone. Because I was going to go do a thing in New York.
Sure. Apparently, she's full of shit.
And I also had seen her.
See, and then this is
TED
Tim
Talk.
Dillon, our good friend of mine, goes, I heard this chick who's making the podcast rounds is a fraud, and she was the Kim Kardashian of North Korea. And he was like, continue to support North Korea.
Now, does he know that? Because that's a hard thing to say.
Hold on, Bubba.
Damn it.
One thing about Tim.
I don't think he would've put
Tim's
it
not a
out there.
bullshitter. Tim, that's one thing Tim's not. Great comic, fantastic friend, not a bullshitter.
I will keep my opinion to myself because I had an interesting feeling when I was speaking to this person for the hour that I spoke to her.
By interesting feeling, do you mean call him bullshit? And you know a bullshitter, Brian.
Yeah.
Again, I know nothing about this woman. I didn't even see the podcast,
Yeah.
so I don't know. But I saw this and I was like, because so many people are like, dude,
Everyone was raving
they're like,
about
you
it.
should hear her story,
Yeah.
how bad North Korea is and stuff like that. And you're
Well,
like, Jesus
it was
Christ.
a crazy story. I don't know, man. Her story was very powerful when I listened to it on a TED Talk. So,
She's been around for a minute.
but I have, without going into details, there were things about her that I found to be interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
So what do
No,
we?
no, this is the first anybody in here has heard of this. You've never heard of you've never heard of her, Chen?
I just saw her popping up on YouTube a lot.
all over.
Yeah. But
Do we know?
of
this?
Rogan. Rogan was saying.
And then I read something on Barstool who's like, yeah, I hear this crazy story. So I clicked on the clip and it was so tragic. I was like, all right, I don't want to.
Yeah.
They're like, you gotta listen to the whole podcast. I'm like, I'm all set.
Right.
I got it.
Right.
I'm all set.
Right.
And then I saw it popping up other places. And then I was talking to a good buddy about it. He's like, yeah, dude, have you seen? Apparently she's a fraud. She makes a lot of this up. I'm like, no way. And then someone sent me that. I was like, yeah, even Tim Dillon's calling it. I'm like, oh, fuck. Again, I don't know. It could be all true. I'm not trying to start a rumor. No, I don't know. But I'm just saying it's.
Well,
I wish
that's-
somebody else in here knew.
interesting because when shit like this happens, when shit like this happens, it's interesting because there's a lot of times there probably is some truth to it.
Hold on,
right?
scroll down. Absolutely not. She's been caught lying about so many things. That everything she says is suspect. Journalists have lost their careers for Lies. She's making more money saying shocking things than experts, and even though the detractors are on.
It's
Did
Reddit
she
though.
claim to cross the Gobi Desert in 40 degrees below weather without any winter clothing and justify the claims outrageous by appealing to miracles?
I don't know, man. Maybe this is a North Korean psyop to discredit
True,
her.
that's what they do.
That is what they do. So that could also be the case. So we have to be careful. When I heard her story, and then I found it very credible. And if it's not true, I guarantee that story happens all the time in North Korea when you try to get out of there. So
Maybe.
it's a horrible place.
Maybe.
No, North Korea's the worst place in the world. Yeah,
awful.
So I think that story exists, whether or not it happened
It's
to her.
hers. I don't know.
Here's what
I don't know.
Here's what I'll say.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought this was interesting to talk about. I can't tell you her name. All I know is I've had a bunch of people that I know and trust go, dude, I think she might be full of shit.
So here's what I'm going to say. I guess I can say this.
I'm going to slap your face.
You can try, but I can
Carry on,
cover
go.
things up.
Dude, tell the horse story.
If I'm here, where are you going to go, right?
Yeah. I'm going
Right?
to slap you and your lying friend.
I'm going to slap you back.
Okay.
You don't know fully if she's a liar yet.
No, I have no idea.
I
But I'm a betting man.
yeah.
If I had
bet
to
on-
bet, well, it's just, I don't know. When
Yeah.
Tim Dillon tweets it out,
And I know he probably does his fucking deep dives and shit like that.
That's what he does.
That's just what he does. But
he's a
and I don't think
conspiracy
and I don't
guy.
think
He's
he
a
would put it
conspiracy
out
guy, though.
there.
He's a conspiracy guy.
True,
Yeah.
but also I don't think he'd put something out there. If
Has he
didn't.
tweeted any more chin about it?
Is it a North Korean psyop? They have their own fucking.
Oh yeah,
They got
they
their
infiltrate the media and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Does she live in the States now or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
own. I can see the North Koreans doing this to her. So before I say anything, I don't want to condemn her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Tim hear this from a reliable source? Because Tim's pretty fair.
When was that? Oh, there it is.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this.
Click on that. Click
The
on
way
the
she's
article. Click
the way
on the
she's
article they
dressed is
last
very
night.
considered and theatrical. Okay.
This is one I saw too. That says
You understand what I'm saying,
2014.
Bo?
Yeah,
Like the way she's
from
dressed
2014.
2014.
is deliberate and considered. Like there is the thing, and
keep scrolling down, Chin.
Celebrity defector.
Park is one of the stars of a television program featuring a cast of North Korean women. It's called Now on My Way to Meet You. Okay.
like here's the thing.
Oh, and she's known as the Paris Hilton, North Korea. In one episode, early in 2013, she appears with her mother. Family photographs flash on the screen. Park jokes, "That's my mom there. She's beautiful, right?" To be honest, I'm not the Paris Hilton. My mom is the real Paris Hilton, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys know this website at all? The
I don't know
Diplomat?
this.
I don't know.
I read a lot of this, and so
It was called The Diplomat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
it's from 2014, so I don't know either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? It's interesting to talk about, though.
Yeah.
in a way, I don't mind that she's bringing.
She's highlighting it,
She's
right?
highlighting what a fucking horrible regime it is, and I don't mind that. Like, and if she did come from North Korea, if that's true, that in a way, I guarantee things weren't easy,
No.
right? But
That is, she
was
crossed
very-
that Arctic desert with no clothes on.
That's a question. How
Right.
did she get?
Let's button up the lies a little bit.
Yeah, how did she get across though? Did she lose her sister?
Yeah.
Did her father was her father in a work camp?
Yeah.
That's all possible.
Yeah.
You know, but she
I don't
she's
think
very
you-
she
I
was
don't
probably
think you
very
ever know
beautiful.
either.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. I believe she's had
Work
some
done.
stuff going on. Yeah. That which was
Common in that culture, right? Jen?
yeah.
South Korea for sure.
Very, very,
She's
very,
pretty.
yeah, very doll-like. You know, kind of. There's.
You don't
there's
say
some stuff.
doll-like,
That- I
yeah.
thought that was interesting. I was like, you know, but I don't know.
Who knows?
English is great. She seemed very kind, very kind. So I don't know.
Yeah, I never heard about her until everyone kept posting
Yeah,
like
me too.
from her being on Rogan.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
But the question
Oh, yeah,
is,
they'll dive into it.
yeah, but the question is,
Does it matter?
right? If she came from North Korea,
I think it does
we
matter,
don't. Well, if she came from North Korea, we don't know. How do we find out that she, you know?
Yeah, who
If her
knows?
dad was in a work camp, which he probably was, and then died of cancer. If her sister was killed by a border guard, you know.
I don't really
know.
care, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like
It's
if
not-
she lies or not.
It's not the end of the world that she's.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. She might have added a little spice to her story when she.
It is interesting.
If you came
like,
from North Korea already,
She
I'm gonna go.
exaggerated.
Your life sucks
Yeah.
because she's really small too. And like my friend was doing security for the Olympics, and he said, "I'm not afraid of the North Koreans anymore." I said, "Why?" He goes, "They're so tiny. Their lack of nutrition is so crazy, even among their best athletes, that they're tiny. They look tiny. So she's tiny. She's like
So Chin a rarity. As far as
me,
height.
Chin's Yao
Chin's
Ming.
North Korea. I mean, South Korean.
Chin's
It's American.
Yao Ming.
Chin's
Yao
American.
Ming, you're fucking Korean.
No, I mean, Chin's American,
Chin
but
Shaquille O'Neal.
Koreans
Yeah.
are. You'll see some thick, strong as fuck Koreans.
I was actually born in Korea though, so I am more rare, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you fuck.
Are you,
But
your
Koreans
folks are tall, yeah?
Koreans are
No.
thick though.
Oh, they're not?
Koreans
Oh.
are thick.
Yeah, here there's a bunch of huge Koreans. I have
But
two
in
friends that are
Korea,
bigger
they're
than me.
not, right? In Korea, they're not naturally thick.
I was the biggest one when I visited
yeah.
Korea.
But,
I was like way
Koreans
bigger.
are pretty thick, actually. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was thick
Powerlifters,
before
wrestlers,
too.
judo. They,
Yeah, yeah.
they really
the
dominate
power
judo.
lifters, yeah.
No.
They kick ass.
Nah. See how many goals they won in powerlifting, Jid.
I don't think they.
Oh, no, it's China that kicks ass in
No,
the
no,
power
no.
lift.
Probably China. I think China.
Wrestling.
China.
Oh, wrestling.
Judo.
Shin, do me a favor.
Judo
Bring up how many golds they won in what sports you wanna
wrestling.
do?
Judo.
Oh, it's,
powerlifting.
especially in wrestling.
Wrestling.
Bring up
Judo.
in wrestling.
Hold on.
Powerlifting.
Wrestling.
Yep, bring up in
Judo and powerlifting and Olympic lifting, please.
2 gold medals.
There you go. Greco-Roman wrestling.
That's
It's pretty good.
Kwan Ho Sim.
Was that this Olympics?
Let's see.
Well, 2012 Olympics
Okay.
that was.
All right.
it's China with the
right.
powerlifting.
Yeah, trying to.
Hold on, guys.
Just go up to overall medals, Chin, for me out of countries. Do
Lot of medals.
2021 Olympic medal.
Gold medals.
Yeah, America dominated.
Did they?
Yeah, we dominated. And then China was second. We dominated.
Wow. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
I didn't actually.
China 38.
See where
us
Korea is.
39.
Small country,
Now
guys.
try to go to Korea for me, Chin.
Small country, guys.
There you are, 16.
Oh,
We
there
are
you go.
South Korea, number 16.
Where?
Yeah,
Pretty good,
yeah,
dude.
six.
Six
Hey,
gold
six.
medals.
See what
One's
the
in
if you click
powerlifting.
on them. See what they are.
Yeah, let's see what they are. I guarantee it's wrestling and
Powerlifting.
lifting. There you men's vault. All right.
Archery, hell yeah.
Hold on, dude. Hold on.
Powerlifting.
Don't. All right, we
What
got
does this mean?
men's marathon, women's.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can't look it up, but a lot of it's wrestling. There's wrestling
Let's
there.
go back and see how this works.
Probably some powerlifting in there. Yeah, let's see. What else? Yep.
Brian,
yep.
I might bail on you on this
Chin,
one.
I'm
No,
sure
hold on,
if you
dude. No,
just
stay with
type
me,
in
stay with me.
What medals
Hell,
did
stay with me, my brother.
Korea
South
win?
Korea.
What medals did South Korea win? Does North Korea not compete? Is it just Korea
Yeah,
in
they do.
general?
They do.
They compete?
Yeah, I don't know if they did this year, but yeah, things aren't great for them.
Doesn't show.
It doesn't give you the specifics.
No, what it says right here, Mrs. Gold Medal target
Yeah.
4 days ago.
So there's some judo in there somewhere.
Oh, wait. Go to that Wikipedia. South
South Korea
at the
athletes have won a
Olympics.
total. Okay.
Hold up.
There you go.
This one?
No. Scroll down, Chin. That Wikipedia says South Korea at the Olympics.
I think that's just overall, right?
But it probably tell you what they got in like
Oh,
2020.
You think? Scroll down.
121 gold.
I think this is ever though.
Oh, it's just
But
You
that's-
might be able to scroll if you scroll down though. Okay, that's 1988.
Taekwondo, judo, 11 golds, dude.
They've won 11
Wrestling,
gold
11
wrestling
golds. Holy shit.
ever.
Archery, too.
Judo, 17. Look how good they are at judo. Holy shit.
Brian, there's our weightlifting.
Yeah, 46 medals in judo, 36 in wrestling. Look at how
Three
how-
in weightlifting.
in Taekwondo, dude. Hold on. Badminton, fencing, don't worry about that stuff. We got boxing 20. They're rough.
Dude, they're good at archery and
Weightlifting.
taekwondo.
And weightlifting, dude. Look, 15 medals.
Football, 0.
Hey, 11 in
Volleyball, 0.
It's
wrestling.
not even in the Olympics.
No.
Or they can't count that as soccer.
What the hell's going on?
No, that's soccer.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, no, not for them.
Okay, well, maybe I spoke a little too soon there, guys.
They'll get there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, all right.
All right, what do you got, Jen?
All right, the first one is Tito Ortiz versus Anderson Silva in a boxing match for the Oscar De La Hoya.
Fight Logan Paul.
That's what I thought, too.
Hey,
So this is for that same card with De La Hoya and Vitor Belfort.
I thought they already had it. Like I had a date for
Well, I
I
Silva.
think Anderson's definitely going to win that, and I
Yeah,
think
I think
Belfort's going to knock out Oscar De La Hoya.
Vitor Belfort was going to knock out Oscar De La Hoya?
Yeah.
Wow.
You seen him lately?
No. Just jacked. Oh, you're talking about Oscar?
Vitor's jacked, but Oscar's yes.
I still think he can box his ass off, huh?
I don't think so.
If he's 100%, people are saying if he's 100%, he should. He should
Just dismantle.
Yeah.
But he's not.
He's probably clean.
Well,
Yeah.
is Vitor he's going to be
They're both going to be on all the sauce.
okay? They're going to be on all
Yeah,
sauce.
Vitor's jacked.
When are they training? Vitor, yeah.
Vitor's fast too, man.
Oh yeah, he was. He's older now.
He's still fast.
and that's September 11th
September 11th?
that they're fighting. Have you guys seen this in the news?
Oh my God, yes.
So this
this?
dude who's a fan was calling out at this mascot. The mascot's name is Dinger.
So there's a black guy up to bat. This guy in the crowd kept yelling, "Dinger! Dinger!" The dumbass social media goes, he's saying the N-word. So there's like a search for this guy, and they're going to expel him from Major League Baseball. And they get the guy, he goes, "No, I was yelling Dinger."
And the Rockies actually put this out too, that they're disgusted by the racial slur.
Without even looking into it.
They immediately put that out
Right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
So then they found out that he's actually saying.
So it was confirmed that he was saying Dinger.
Yeah, it's confirmed.
100%.
It doesn't even sound like
Oh, he's not even looking at the.
No,
he's not even looking
he's looking at the mascot going, "Dinger."
And where's Dinger at? Oh,
Over who he's talking to.
no, like
You'll
That's
see
who
him here.
he's pointing at.
That's who he's
Dinger.
pointing at.
Yeah. He's not even looking at the guy.
oh,
He's waving up. Dinger's all the way over here.
How crazy is that? And they wanted to expel this guy from Major League Baseball. And then the Rockies
someone-
put out a thing apologizing.
how did someone catch that?
I
Well,
don't
you
know.
just look at. The
I would have never
evidence.
even like.
After a while, you're like, because people are.
They're looking
They're
for.
Looking for it, yeah.
Because everybody, you get social points for getting rid of racism.
Look what I found, everybody.
Yeah.
This is a baseball
You're
game.
doing
This guy's
nothing.
yelling the N-word.
Yeah.
Get him.
Play it again, Chin.
You're doing
Play it again?
nothing.
No, he clearly says Dinger.
Is there anything? Is there anything more uncool than being racist?
Yeah.
Have you met anybody lately who's been like down with
Openly-
black?
And
What?
like at a sporting event.
Anywhere.
That's probably.
I don't think I've seen it anywhere.
I was listening to two 75-year-olds going. They were talking about this race because I don't have a. They were both from Florida. They go, I don't have any racist friends. These two white people. I was like, even they were like, huh? It's fucking hilarious.
I get it.
I mean, it slightly sounds like it if it's from a
Yeah,
far
but
distance.
I mean, that's like a
let's
muffled.
cancel
But also
it
look-
anyway.
but
It's
look at
probably
the
easy to catch that. But if he's looking
at the mascot.
at the
yeah.
mascot, he's not looking at the
Yeah, but
players.
Exactly.
Cancel
Get
him
put
anyway
two and two
just
together.
Yeah, he's not looking at the players.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know what I got coming Friday? The last of the Cleveland Indians with the Indian on the fucking hat
Oh.
before they get rid of
There you
it.
go.
You think I'll get shit for wearing that?
I don't think you should.
How'd you get it?
Don't worry
It's just
about
a
it.
collector's
Well, oh,
item.
You don't wear hats.
And it
Not
doesn't
only-
mean
I don't
and it
fuck with
doesn't
hats.
mean you're anti-Native American.
No, I'm super pro logo of that Indian. It's my favorite logo. of
And
all
you're
time.
Native American.
Are you?
And I'm gonna take a gold pen and put in a gold tooth in it.
You should.
As
Wait,
I did
you
when I
Native
did
He's
that.
100% Native American.
As I did that when I was
He's-
a kid.
he's-
I had an
he
Indian's
may as well
hat.
be.
I took a gold Sharpie, put a gold tooth in them, wore it to school. Talk of the day.
There you go. We went to Cherokee Nation. We went to he and I, and he fit right in.
Yeah, I look exactly.
And Cherokees
like
are giant people too, so he basically looks like
I look just like them.
regular Native American.
I know. But I did do my ancestry.com and there's no Native American.
None. Yeah,
10% Italian. What's up, Doug?
only 10%.
Yeah. 18%. Sorry. 50%.
What was the
English.
majority?
English.
English.
Born and raised. What's up?
Unbelievable.
Born and raised.
My mom, born and raised.
I just feel like you've got
50%, and then there's German, Scandinavian, and then 18% Italian.
Have you done one of
I was
those?
hoping for a dash of African, I gotta be honest.
Of course, I'm shit. I'm 51% Southern Italian, and
Yeah.
then the rest is Northwestern
Peasant.
European.
Peasant.
Yeah, a little Iberian or some shit.
No, the majority said peasant.
Look at me.
Peasant.
Look at
Said-
me. It's
said
nothing
peasant.
surprising.
His says my lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am a lord. We've been over
This
that.
is my lord.
My lord.
Take a knee, bitch.
No.
All right. You didn't pay for that. What else you got, Chin?
Christian's got something.
So
Christian's picking the current events? I
Meatball.
like that.
I saw this over the weekend. Fauci's under fire for reportedly experimenting on dogs. He's facing. He's spent $400,000 on research infecting dogs with parasites.
But is
Yeah.
that part of his, is that what they do,
First
though?
of all, he didn't. The NIH does.
He
these
okayed
things.
it.
Yeah, it has to go through him. But isn't that what they do? Oh, God, you fuck with dogs. People are gonna
Dogs,
hate you.
though, I've heard like other.
What kind of dogs? Do we know? Because there's certain dogs I'm okay with it.
Hold on. First of all,
Whoa.
I think
Hey, Brendan.
beagles.
we have to stop for a sec, guys. So the NIH, the National Institute of Health, gives government grants to very important research. Got it? Fauci is the head of NIH. This is going to come as a big surprise, everybody, but he has a large staff, a large group of people that delineate these different grants based on a whole bunch of criteria. Okay, dogs suffer from parasites. Sometimes to get the medicines that save your dog's life and save your life, they do use animals. In the last stage of testing for medicines, a lot of times have to be done on animals because you are the next case here. This is political horseshit. It's just horseshit. It just is. It's like, I mean, I'm not a fan of Fauci. I'm not a fan of Fauci, but I want to be fair too.
Yeah, but it isn't because his team did operate on dogs, right?
Yeah, the way they also did on monkeys and on chimps. It's not
They do
fun.
it on a lot.
With HIV, a lot of that study on HIV that gave birth to these protease inhibitors and stuff, that shit was done on fucking chimps because they're very close, and it's terrible research. It sucks.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s when I was going to college, there was a huge to-do about what they were doing to monkeys at the NIH. Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff, and some of it's not necessary. Some of it might be. But like
Inhumane.
to take one study so out of $20 billion, I think is the grants they give, $400,000 to some study somewhere about
That's not a
parasites
lot.
with dogs.
Yeah.
This is Fox News horseshit.
Yeah.
They're just trying to throw something out there against Fauci.
You don't go listen to
they hate
journalists.
Fauci so much.
Yeah,
They're just
this is like I'm so done with CNN and Fox News. I'm so done with these opinion makers that are doing whatever they can to discredit
divide
both
it.
sides.
They're
Fuck
just
off.
separated.
Yeah.
Just kinda
Did your
throwing shit at
did
each
your
other.
brother send you that article?
No, I actually just found it on Instagram and everything.
All right. Well, you're probably done with current events.
No, I read the whole entire thing, but
But it's Fox News,
yeah.
Bubba. So
You're not gonna
they
like my
have an
next one,
agenda.
yeah.
They have an
I mean,
agenda.
if Fox and Tucker Carlson
If
literally
He threw it out there, though.
If it was from the Hill or somewhere like kind of in the middle, then we could go with it. But Fox News says one agenda to destroy anybody, especially Fauci, which I don't like Fauci.
right,
But
Tucker Carlson. I want to just be fair with your criticism. Tucker Carlson literally said, and he went through the whole thing with Andrew Cuomo, and he said, and he may be a made member of the mafia. Tucker Carlson, come on, dude, please. Like, I like what you say sometimes, but when you do that, you just lose credibility.
we also don't need that. Like Cuomo's
don't need
fucked.
it.
He's
Yeah.
already
The
fucked.
whole
You're
thing is
good. You don't
weird.
need to accuse him of being part of the mafia.
It's like, come
I mean,
on,
they
dude.
probably are, but
Come
the thing
on.
is,
Yeah.
you know,
The whole thing is like, come on, dude. Like some of this stuff between that's where
just-
the media on both sides, right and left, has lost my fucking trust. It's
lost.
It's an
lost
agenda.
the public's trust too.
Correct.
So what do you watch?
I try to watch BBC. I listen to NPR.
It's tough to find any of
I
the
have
That's what I was
trouble.
gonna say.
I
Isn't
have
that pretty
trouble.
tough?
I take everything with a grain of salt.
I don't watch it either because of the same reasons. But it's just there's got to be something out there at least that's like
tough,
kind of
dude.
Look, there
You know,
is.
That's
but
in the
but-
middle, or like giving
Yeah.
you real facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember that journalists are under enormous pressure to stay relevant and get clicks. And as long as that's the case, journalists are more interested in a story that sells, which means
Doesn't matter
whatever
what
it
it
takes.
takes.
who they
Whatever it takes.
destroy doesn't matter. It's being first and being loudest. It's not about being.
And that's why you see so much COVID and Delta
Yeah.
stuff, because that's what people are going to tune into.
Yeah.
Of course. And they make money not off telling you the truth. They
No.
make money off your
Clicks.
attention.
Yeah.
They
You
You
wanna
see
get
where
your
Denzel
attention.
broke that down to that journalist?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
I love that. I love
That's
that.
why I
clip.
just said that, because that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
He's right. He said it's not about truth. It's not about who you destroy. It's about being first and being loudest.
Yep.
And it was very, very true. And he's a guy who knows.
Yeah.
He's been living it.
Because they tried to say something about him. And he was like, what, like, I can't remember exactly what
Was
they
it
tried to say.
recent?
Maybe a couple years ago.
Once
The
the
clip?
press decides you're a story, you're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
they're
attest
going to
to
go
that.
after you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not even out there like in the media that crazy. He kind of just does his movies and just
Journalists literally go to Twitter to find
Stories.
if somebody can say something about the person.
And then
So
try and validate.
that's what you were
they
telling me
literally
earlier.
do that, and they do it all like nice.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
have any ideas or stories?
Yeah.
And then they get that, and then they follow those leads.
Yeah.
And what happens is anybody can say anything. All a journalist needs is that, did you tell somebody at the time? Do you have somebody else who can corroborate your story that you told them this
Doesn't
at
matter
the
it's
time?
just if it's factual.
And then so they say, yeah, my friend will vouch for me. And then,
Then you got a story.
then
you
you
got
got
an
a
article.
And I think that as long as we have that, the media will never gain. We'll always have a large part of our country going, I don't buy this
They're not
shit.
buying it.
Yeah.
Look at this resistance to the vaccine. It's a lot of smart people just don't trust it. They don't know where to look because nobody's communicating with them.
Yep.
A lot of people don't. Do masks work or don't they work? Do lockdowns work?
It's too
don't they?
confusing, yeah.
All of this, so we don't know. And so that's what happens.
People
is you
go,
get
oh,
these
I'm
things.
out.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chid?
and the media makes money off of finding out this guy got a vaccine and died. This guy got a vaccine, didn't get a vaccine and died.
All right, we'll move on from that topic. This is for you, Brennan. I don't know if you know this, but A&E is having a 3-part series on serial killers. And it starts.
I'm aware.
You are aware?
Problem is, I'm sure I've seen all the footage they're going to use.
Oh,
Like, there's nothing new. It's kind of like Shark Week. I've seen the same great white jump out of the water and eat that fake seal every year. The serial killers, I've seen it all, dude. So unless you got some new shit, I mean, I'm still gonna watch it.
well,
but
yeah. So
John
know
Wayne
all-
Gacy.
and it's all the big
ones.
heavy hitters.
and the ones that got away, they explain how they got away for so long.
Yeah.
That's what.
The book to read. Did you read The Murder Room? That's the best book I've ever read on the psychology of serial killers.
No way. No
Well,
way.
Richard Walter was the
John
guy-
Douglas by far.
Well, Richard Walter was the guy who came up with the double helix for the idea of how a serial killer comes about. But he would say stuff like this. He'd look at a crime scene, and I guess this guy was killing women by a river. It was like the Green River guy. And he said, you'll find him. Put cars in the area, and you'll find him
they come
probably,
back to it.
probably masturbating in his car. And they caught the guy jerking off.
No,
Wow.
For any serial killer stuff, you gotta do John Douglas because they did the show. What's the fucking show?
You
on
told me about
Netflix?
that. You told me about that.
It's one of my favorite fucking shows. But Johnny Douglas, Mindhunter. So the Mindhunter, the series, 3 seasons, I think now, 2 seasons. The character's written off him and his books, what are true stories. So he came up with the term serial killer. He came up with the serial killer division in the FBI. Like it's all his doings,
Yeah.
and he did it by. So Charles Manson, Ted Bundy, all the main guys, he would go interview and he'd find similarities in all of it.
In the murder,
And then he put together a profile how you find out a serial killer.
in the Murder Room, Richard Walter, I think that's his name, was teaching the FBI about the kind of mentality of a serial killer. And as he's giving
Oh, the
the
serial
talk,
killer's in the room,
serial
right?
came in.
Yep.
And he was a suspect in one of the things. And they got him and they said, you got to get out of here. But they didn't have evidence to put him on there. And said, why would he come in? And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, why would he come in? And he goes, because everybody wants to know about themselves. He doesn't know why he has these urges, these insane urges,
Yeah.
but they are there. And it's sexual. It's like you get off
a lot
on
of
the
they go back to where the murder sites when they jack off and
Yeah.
stuff, or they take like a memento, like a earring or something, and store it because then they pick it up and they rub it so it reminds them of what they did to the victim.
It's all
But like that whole serial killer thing, like how they got away for so long, a lot of it was just bad cops. Like not mean like they're bad, like
they
bad
just didn't
people.
they didn't know how to trace
The
it.
precincts didn't talk. So the reason why the Night Stalker got away with it in so many, like San Bernardino and Burbank and in the Valley, because the divisions never
They
talked.
weren't talking to each other.
No. So one was like, dude,
Tribalism.
we have this guy who killed this, but they don't want to help each other out.
Nah, 'cause they
so he
want-
got away
they
from
want the collar.
forever until finally one of the Douglas and another cop was like, hold on, I saw on the news that the exact same thing happened in Burbank. That's happened to our thing. So he'd call over there. And even then they were like, no, we're good, man. He's like, no, we got to work together, man. Because we're going to be able to find a pattern here. And then they went to all the other different cities and found the pattern. That's how they caught
Think
him.
about how dark that shit is, though. Like, think about
Or
like
the Golden
Night
Gate-
Stalker would take your eyes out. He'd be like, I'm gonna kill this couple and then remove their eyes.
Well, and then he would rape a mom in front of the kid. I mean, terrible.
Which is
The
the-
worst of the worst, dude.
And
he would rape
smelled
the mom
terrible.
in front of the kid.
Which is the one that Patton Oswalt
Those are
wife
Golden
had
State
found?
Killer.
That's the Golden
And
State Killer.
and she caught him through through DNA, through ancestry.com.
Dude, he was wild.
a
He
cop.
would make a woman. He'd make the woman. He'd have the couple. The woman would have the guy would have to lie down. He put a teacup with like he'd put a tea set
That's the
on his body.
BTK killer.
No. This is the Golden State
State?
Killer. Yeah, he put a tea set, so teacup on his body.
On the
And then
male's body.
and he goes, now I'm gonna have sex with your wife. If I hear that teacup rattle, if you move, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's how fucked up this guy was, and he just got off on making people do that.
But a lot of it, like that, the Golden State Killer, the Night Stalker, you couldn't get away with it now because there's cameras everywhere. people are aware. They sleep with their doors shut, their windows shut, their security alarms. Like the Night Stalker got away. Like he was killing the summer because people slept with their windows open. He'd get in the house through the windows.
Yeah, you were pointing that out when we were in Tacoma.
Which is why you gotta have a big dog that bites.
Well, he's gonna fuck. Not everyone has dogs.
When we were in Tacoma.
When we were in Tacoma, I said, dude, if I was a serial killer, I'd come to Tacoma. There's no AC. Everyone has their windows
Everybody
open.
has a window.
Everyone, yeah.
And I said,
literally, we were walking
I said
in the
that out
neighborhood.
loud. Everyone's all, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "I'm just saying, this is a place."
Are you a
could
deep
do it.
sleeper?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm no. Not since I have kids. No. My son will move and I'll be up.
Yeah, man. I hear a bump in the night. I'm
up for the rest of the night.
Yeah, man. And that's why you got to have dogs. But
Or
you know, but
3 AR-15s.
didn't go to college. My buddy said that Jerry McFadden, my buddy, he said, Jerry, they would always try to catch him sleeping. They would always try, and he'd be sleeping, and the other football players would come in, and they'd sneak in super quiet. Sometimes they just like,
He's up.
and they would just like creak the door open or just like look in the window, and they just hear this. Hey. Fuck, man. How do you know? And I said to him, I go, how come you never? And he goes, because I never know who's gonna fucking come in with an
But
axe."
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I remember we used to wake my dad up and he'd get so startled like he was in Vietnam. He never served in Vietnam. He was in the military, but never Vietnam.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck is your problem,
Yeah.
dude? We'd be like, "Ah!" and like hit us. We're like, oh my God. So we'd like wake him up with a fucking broomstick.
Yeah.
But then I wake up like that now.
Do you have
my
any-
girl's like, you never served in fucking Nam. Why do you wake up like
Did you
this?
ever have like? Did you ever, when you played football, were there certain dudes on the team that you would just never fuck with? Like, I feel like that guy Lawrence Vickers was just such a fucking badass. Like that kind of guy who, like, if you came into his house, even if he was asleep, you'd be a fucking dead man.
You talking about the professional football player?
Yeah.
Yep. No, I mean, why'd someone break in his house?
No, I'm saying there's certain guys like my buddy Jerry. He was a giant dude, but he just had this fucking weird, like there were these cops and they had this police dog, and he's staring at the dog like this, and my buddy goes, "Why are you looking at the dog?" And he goes, "I don't know. I killed that dog."
What?
And he goes, "What?" And he goes,
Everybody's
they let
clearly a
that dog
psychopath.
loose on me. I'm just looking at how I would kill him." And he goes, "Well, what would you do?" And he goes, I think I'd grab his front paws and I'd just pull him over. And
weird.
that's how he was always thinking.
A little loose. I mean,
What
Yeah,
happened
but
to
some
him?
dudes are like that. I feel like Tim Kennedy's like that. Certain dudes are just always like, the fuck? I wonder if I could, you know.
But this guy was just a
They're
football
always
player.
ready. He was always ready.
guy was a
He's just always
civilian.
ready. Just always fucking ready.
Damn.
Always ready.
Some people are like that.
but those serial killers, they go and view the place out. So they see a big guy, they just move on to the next house. They're not gonna. They
Yes.
case the houses before. Of
course they do.
Like the Night Stalker would drive around, and like he would want to murder that night, but there just wasn't a great opportunity, so he'd wait weeks for the perfect.
Interesting. So it
would be a
so
dark
they saw
house.
a bigger dude. They were like, nah.
No, if they had more than one guy, he'd be like, nope.
They
And
case-
he would,
they case the
and the
place.
Night Stalker, he would case the place. Then he'd always come back, and he'd always kill the husband first because they put up the biggest struggle.
Yeah.
So he'd shoot the husband before they could even wake up. He'd shoot him right in the temple, and then he would attack the kid and wife. He's pussy.
What was
Did you watch
that little girl
documentary?
that got away?
What?
Did you watch the documentary on Netflix, The Night Stalker?
Yeah. I
It was
did.
so good.
The book's better, way better.
What book?
The
What's
book
the
could
name?
keep you up. The Night Stalker book could keep you up.
Keep you up.
He was the worst. I don't know why he didn't get more publicity. The worst, dude.
I can't.
That BTK killer's fucking bind, torture, kill. Terrible, dude.
Yeah, he's
terrible.
horrifying.
You'd like the True Crime podcast because they talk about all that shit.
I'm trying to think of if I've heard it. Yeah,
Or-
somebody.
I don't like it,
Some
man.
I get when
It
kids
fucks
get
me up.
involved. It
Yeah.
gets too dark.
It
for
fucks me up. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
The Cheshire Murders. Have you heard of them? The Cheshire Murders.
Yes. Yeah.
Though
yeah,
that's
yes,
fucked
yes.
up.
Some dark stuff,
Yeah,
man.
man,
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I
That
can't.
was a
I
husband
can't
and
do
wife.
it.
That was a husband and wife.
Yeah, and daughters too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
The husband still survived. My friend went to the Cheshire Academy. They had him speak at the graduation. They have him do it every
That
year.
stuff's so dark, man.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
There's darkness.
Hard pass for me.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. You probably already saw this, Brennan, but
No, I haven't.
Oh, the podcast that where Whack 100 was on, and he interviewed 6ix9ine. I guess 6ix9ine reenacted a gunshot sound, and they just laughed
he
at
was
it.
Going, woo, woo.
Watch.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
And then and he goes, "What kind of gun is that?"
know.
He goes, "What kind of gun you shoot?"
Out of here, and the nigga come from behind me, out the staircase. Hung, 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 hung. It was like
Hang, 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 hang.
Listen, nigga, I don't know what kind of gun that is. I don't know that's a different kind of
Hang, 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 hang.
Yeah. Hang,
He
hang,
is-
hang.
He's out of his mind though, huh, Takashi? Look at that.
He's crazy.
That interview, I was watching.
How
it.
fascinating is it?
It's fascinating, but it's kind of tough to watch because Takashi just yells so much to where you're like, dude, just sit and have the conversation and just listen. Like it's
Yeah.
just
He might be on a lot of medication.
He's a very passionate.
Is that
Yeah.
possible?
I think he's young and he has like a lot to say.
Yeah.
So he's like very like he's
not in control of
He doesn't
himself
listen
yet.
well.
yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if I hope hopefully he survives. But if he when he's 50, what he's going to be like.
It's
With all those face tattoos and shit.
Yeah, and also like what happens to a young man when he calms down and the fire stops and the damage.
That'd be a fascinating
Well, it's-
documentary. Have you seen the documentary on him that Showtime did?
I didn't.
Like you'll just. I think you'll. We remember we watched on the.
Do you have compassion for him, or do
Yeah,
you?
you do.
You do.
You do.
Okay.
because he's just a kid that
He's a kid that
glorified street
and
life.
and it got out of hand.
Yeah.
But he's also a guy who, his success wasn't by accident. Like everything was calculated. Like all the trolling, his crazy hair, everything, his marketing, everything was calculated. Like he's pretty fucking brilliant with
Yeah.
this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna do that, and you're gonna get the attention that you don't want, but you're still gonna sell jigillion records. But when you watch it, and his dad giving up for his dad dipping out on him.
Well,
and
there
then
you go.
Him making a name for himself, and like
What I see is
but
a
you see
kid
like
who is
he's
damaged.
he's this Mexican kid in this in the Bronx or where the fuck he's from, and he figured it out when nobody else could. He figured it out, and you're like.
Yeah.
Like I
was
know,
just getting
I know
worked at
he's
a
like
deli.
He's probably the kind of guy that would have been successful. Like if he had come up with a loving family and stuff, he would have found. he
No,
would have
I
been
don't-
an
I don't think so.
entrepreneur or
I don't
something
think so.
You think the damage or
the damage. Yeah,
turned him
like there's certain comics like you're like this because you have this chip on your shoulder and the damage, or there's certain athletes where it's like that chip on your shoulder. Fighters, like it's like they have to come from those rotten places to become brilliant.
Tyson,
for Takashi, it's like he came from that weird atmosphere.
desperation. There's only one way.
But you like they have the tattoo artist and the lady who'd come in, and he would come in, and before he was shit, didn't have money. He'd be like, hey, do my hair rainbow. She's like, what? He's like, no, I'm telling you, it's gonna be sick. Everyone's gonna be copying it. She's like, you're out of your mind. I'm like, just do it. And she would do it, and then she's like, sure enough, a year later, the kid's famous as shit.
Yeah,
But he would say, like, I'm telling you, I'm going places.
He blew up pretty quick,
Fast,
super fast.
And I don't know how it ends for him. I hope he doesn't die at all. I think that'd be tragic as fuck.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because
there's something to a story when you watch the doc. Like,
of course, I'm sure I would have compassion.
now I don't know if I'm gonna be his best friend, but you're like, the guy did something right.
I feel like
it's just a shame how it all went
It's
down.
a guy like that who realized probably early on that nobody gave a fuck about him, that he was truly on his own, and that it was up to only him to save his own life. And he came,
Yeah, and he has demons he's dealing with.
Yeah.
It probably needs extensive therapy.
Sure.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, how
And
was
he- and he's a
what were
knucklehead.
his parents like? It's like
Terrible.
His dad was. I think he said his dad was a crackhead and
Crackhead,
bailed on
yeah.
him.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know what his mom, but I mean,
But just him talking, like when the guy goes, that gangster Whack 100 goes, as a man, do you take care of your family? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, you have that one baby. He's like, well, I don't know if it's mine. He's like, well, why don't you just take a DNA test and find out? He's like, cause it's not mine. He's like, well, you can eliminate all that. Just have you and the mom going for a DNA test. We can find if that child's yours, so you don't have to deal with it. He's like, yeah, that's a good point. He's like, but I only nutted her once. And then he's like, well, it doesn't work like that, Takashi. Like,
that's how you can tell he's so
even
young.
one- yeah,
This was the blood?
recently. Yeah, he's like, pregnancy doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
He goes, my man, one time it could happen. He's like, nah, it was only once. You're like, oh my god.
See, it's almost like you wanted that guy.
He's just
You want
immature.
that guy to kind of be around Takashi to kind of.
Got him.
I don't think he has good people in his life. That's the other thing.
No, 100%. I think
his own.
it's pretty. It was pretty interesting to watch, like him being so young, this Whack 100 guy being in his 50s, and like really coming from that life, and for Takashi to try to explain to him how things are, and it's like, this guy is like the bread and butter. You get some of these, rappers or anything like that kind of. I'm not saying I don't know too much about Takashi, but like people that glorify the street life.
Right.
Like the people that didn't really come from it
Yeah.
and weren't really bred in it,
Yeah.
but they see it and they're like, damn, that looks cool. They want to feel like they can
Yeah,
belong
it's
to
like,
that.
It's like
And it just
subscribing instead of having to overcome.
Yeah.
Right? So the people who are really from the street are trying to
They're
get
not
out of there. They're trying to get out of it.
Yeah, that's right.
But even Whack 100's like, dude, this, I'm telling you, that's stupid.
Yeah, he did.
This
He did
isn't
say
a
that, yeah.
life, man.
They said that, I think Stanley Crouch said that about the musicians, the white musicians of the 70s. Their heroes were all the great black blues musicians and the jazz musicians, and like James Brown and shit. And if you look at a lot of the great jazz musicians, are like Billie Holiday and Charlie Parker, they all had heroin problems and stuff. And he said those people were trying to overcome something. They, like survivor guilt, being second class citizens, and the drugs came with the dulling the pain of all the shit. And he said then you had like a bunch of English kind of kids and American kids like Jim Morrison and Janis Joplin who just wanted to be like that. So what they do, they started doing drugs too because their heroes did drugs. Yeah, but that's a little bit more like subscribing to something instead of trying to overcome something. Yeah. There's a big difference, man. Yeah, one is you're assuming a costume and a character, and the other is you're trying to get rid of that fucking costume and character. You're trying to be just trying to live, trying to survive.
It's crazy. It is interesting because like you said, I don't come from that world either, so it's like interesting to like hear about it and listen to people like talking. I mean, my dad tells me all his stories and stuff, but it is pretty. It's
if you were Miles Davis, or you were a great musician back in the 50s, 60s, and you would have to come 40s, 50s, 60s. You would perform for a white crowd and make money. But you and your band had to come through the servant's entrance. You had to go through the kitchen. There's a weird shit like that you don't think about, where you're like, oh, fuck, man, I can't go through here because that's not for colored people. I got to go around.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Hey, some of these comedy clubs, we walk through the kitchen.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's true.
What else you got, Jay?
This is a pretty insane story. So this guy right here, hold on. Not that one.
Oh, God, that one's great, though.
This guy right here, his sister was raped by another person, right? An older guy. And then this guy was in jail because he stabbed someone, and he also did a joyride and then accidentally hit the trooper as well. So he's in jail for a certain time, didn't say how long. But then his sister's rapist was put in the same cell as him.
Oh, they didn't know?
No. Well,
so
he's saying that they knew. He's saying that they knew, but they said they didn't know. So he said he wanted to get out of the cell because he knows he's gonna do something bad, but they didn't let him get out. So he ended up killing him, stomping his head, beating the crap out of him. So now he's in jail for another 24 something years.
Wow.
That's on the jail, man.
And that guy, he,
also good for him.
Jail.
He was arrested for other sex crimes against kids too. So there you go.
Good.
Yeah.
Because those guys get killed anyway.
This is the dude that did the killing.
Yeah, beat up the dude.
Those guys get killed anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And when that guy comes out, I'm buying him dinner.
Take him to fucking Scopa.
Yeah.
Wally's.
Wow.
Yeah, have a meal with him at Wally's. Let me know how that goes for you.
Yeah. That's fucking
There you go.
You feel like that they should cut down his sentencing. Like,
I would say about 24 years.
I
agree with you,
terrible
dude.
human being.
Yeah.
Like
Usually it's life though, right?
Also, though, by the way, you put him in as a cellmate. What did you expect?
That's the guy he killed.
oh wow. Oh cool.
Well,
a
fuck
White
that
Walker.
guy.
And then
Damn, he got some hits in it.
and then I think I read somewhere too that there's a petition out there for him too.
To help him out.
Yeah.
I mean, at least commuters.
yeah. I mean, it is-
The government doesn't give a flying fuck
No.
about
No,
your petition,
no.
but yeah, I hear you. They should celebrate that man.
Yeah, I mean, I
Raped his sister.
Fuck
And you put him in the
yeah.
same cell?
What do you expect?
When
you
she
think
was, and she's still a minor to this day.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
what do you expect a man to do?
I know.
I would fucking kill that guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What do you think he's gonna?
You
do?
can't.
Yeah.
There's got to be there should be an insanity plea there. I lost my mind. Fuck that.
He did say he was
That's
out of his
on
head.
the prison, dude. That's on the prison.
Didn't the guy brag
That's
about the
cruel and
shit he would do?
unusual.
Oh,
to him, too?
that's a good point too. So that's what he was saying. This guy, the guy that had the sister, he's saying the guy was trying to explain to him all the things he did to his sister.
And he didn't know that was his.
No, he knew. They
Oh,
found out that
fuck.
But I mean, that's
he
what he's
he
saying.
goes, I was in shock, dude. I was like, what the fuck? You're talking out of the blue. You sent me to the same institution, the same unit, the same pod, in the same cell as the dude that got locked up because what he did to my little sis. He described hitting the jackpot in casino stuff time, goes asserted, however, that he tried to get himself out of the situation by telling the guards, but he was dismissed.
When Munger told him details about the abuse.
Hell no. Hell no.
I mean, come on, man. You can't fucking blame a man
There's
for killing him.
there's no way.
Dude,
If
that's
you didn't
terrible.
kill him, I
Rungo was
have
a
a
rapist,
problem.
yeah.
So he was on suicide watch. Do you think he may have told the guy all that details to get that guy to kill him?
That's an interesting point. But also, I think the guards. I think the guards put him in there because they wanted him to kill him. I think that was
Yeah,
deliberate.
that's
possible.
I think it was
100.
100%.
I mean,
deliberate.
what's the chance of that happening?
100%
The guy that raped your little sister.
They know.
They know what's
Yeah.
up.
You know what's up. They did that on
And then he
purpose.
tells them, like, dude, this guy that raped my sister, get me out, or I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. And you don't do anything.
Yeah, they did that on purpose.
And then then they're not gonna take any responsibility.
I guarantee.
And then you
I
put all the
guarantee
blame
this
on the
is gonna
guy.
This is going to be. I guarantee this is going to be somehow overturned, or at least there's going to be some
Something-
shit going on. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
He'll probably still
lessening the
serve like
sentence.
at least 5 to 7 years
All
for
right.
that murder.
Fine,
What was his
and come
original?
out-
Didn't
come
it
out a
say his
hero.
original sentence?
It said he stabbed someone and then took a joyride on a trooper's car and then
Yeah.
accidentally or injured the trooper
so he
as
did
well.
some
But he shouldn't get
Yeah.
25 years for that.
I mean, he may have a long rap sheet, but either
Yeah.
way, he'll come out.
either
with
way,
a
did the
job.
Lord's work. God was like,
Did,
I get it.
Did the Lord's work.
I was like,
I was like, I get it. Dude, raped a minor? You deserve
Yeah.
to fucking die, dude.
We have a friend who told us a story about a child molester who got his head cut off right next to his cell and woke up the next day and he was like, I smell pennies. Well, it was blood.
I don't know.
He smelled
I've
the
never
iron in
heard
the
that
blood.
story.
You know him. You didn't know that story?
I've never heard
just
that
heard.
story.
He just heard this guy was Spanish and he was a child molester, and then he heard like Spanish speaking and kind of some shuffling, no screaming or anything. Well, woke up the next morning. He was like, oh, it's weird. Woke up the next morning and
Pennies.
they cut his head off. He was a child molester.
Yeah, they don't play that shit.
A buddy I know, he was back in the day. He and a bunch of inmates would have a game. Whoever beat the fuck out of the most pedophiles by the end of the week would win a jackpot of like cigarettes
It's a
and
great game.
commissary. Yeah.
I would donate.
They
to
would
that.
pour like rat poison in their beds. Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, he was like a real.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
You touch kids. You should
Well, now they put
them.
them in separate. They have separate.
Yeah, they
jails.
protect
yeah.
them. They fucking protect them, which they shouldn't. Let the boys take care of them. But then you get 25 years, so I don't know. All right, what else you got, Jin?
All right, on a lighter note, this is
Oh, this is
Chet Hanks.
fantastic.
He has a PSA.
Someone said to me, and I was like,
He was in a little
okay, here we
trouble for a
go.
while, right?
So just checking in. Look, I've been kind of on the fence about this for a while. That's why I've never spoke on it. But with the amount of people that I know recently that have gotten COVID, and with like the numbers rising, I think it's important for me to say, like, I got the vaccine. I think everybody should. I think it's really important, like, that we all do this just as like citizens, as Americans. We have to look out for each other and get this shit under control, guys. So like, I suggest to all my followers, you guys set an appointment and get the vaccine first thing. Psych, bitch. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I never had COVID. You ain't sticking me with that motherfucking needle. It's the motherfucking flu. Get over it, okay? If you're sick, stay inside. I'm tired of having to, okay? Why are we working around y'all? If y'all, if you're in danger, stay your ass inside. I'm tired of wearing a motherfucking mask.
he posted something again.
God, I love him.
He
Another
posted
one?
Another thing.
another
too.
thing?
Yeah.
Did they let it stay
To
on
follow up
fucking?
that
Did they
one
let
right
that
there.
stay on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says that
I woke up and chose chaos.
Real simple, okay? Just like you have the right to be mad at me because I said I'm not going to get the vaccine. Ooh, I can't believe he said that. I'm so mad. Just like you have the right to be mad, I have the right to not get that shit. You know? I wanted to, but my immune system said it's good, okay? It doesn't need to be tampered with. Hey, it said it's good, okay? Let's be real. 99% of you motherfuckers wouldn't use a shampoo that's not FDA approved, but you're willing to get some experimental government injection. Okay, there's more evidence for UFOs being real than that vaccine being healthy for you.
Well, that's not
I know.
terribly
If
scientific,
aliens
Chet.
are out there, ready for y'all to come get me. Let's get the fuck out of here, or am I gonna need my vaccine papers?
The problem is that it's not very scientific, right? Like
Don't
Chet.
take that
Yeah,
advice.
it's Chet Hanks.
Don't take that
the
advice.
vaccine,
funny.
if you look at the metadata, it does. I mean,
It's okay, Brian. I see your head back.
no, but it does. If you look, just look at the massive. All I'm gonna say is just look at the. If you really look at the data, like the overall data, this is a little.
it's
silly.
Chet. This is from Cat. I guess this is going viral now. This guy is apparently the black version of John Cena. I don't know if I can see it, but can you guys see it?
I do.
I
A
do.
little bit.
I can see a little bit, yeah, but not.
Handsome,
No, I wouldn't say holy
fine.
shit.
handsome guy.
I wouldn't see him on the stream like, oh, that's fucking.
I think he
John
looks a little
Cena.
bit more like a young Floyd Mayweather.
Not right there.
Actually.
I don't think so right there. I think that's just.
I think maybe their noses and lips.
They put them
Actually,
together
kinda
there.
right
That
there,
one-
too.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, the nose
Yeah.
and lip, pretty similar.
Is that a real picture? Were they together there? Or-
No, they just superimpose them in there.
Just put them next together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see it that much, but I see a little bit of a resemblance.
bit, little
Yeah,
bit.
Big fella.
very big fella. Here's another one for Cat. NFL is enforcing taunting penalties. So if you do it more than twice or something like that, you get in trouble.
What do they label taunt?
That's the thing. It didn't really say, but it is when you like, you know, you say bad things to them if you get like a touchdown or whatever, all that kind of crap to your to your opponents. I don't know much about taunting in NFL. but-
Shit.
Keep scrolling down. Yeah, I don't. Who gives a fuck?
See, 2 violations results in automatic ejection with
The
fines and
NFL's doing
even
a lot
suspensions.
of dicey stuff where they're trying to make the game kind of boring.
So weird.
But
But taunting,
Why, is that-
where they're
is that,
grown up.
but they launched the new Hard Knock season with the Cowboys. It's fantastic.
Oh, nice.
It is?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love that shit. Why
Last year sucked because all COVID.
in the
days.
past 10 years, they've changed a lot of rules, right? Like, so you can't spear with your
Can't
head.
hit too hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you agree with that as a football player?
No.
No.
The guys get thrown out of the games for like if they hit a guy who's not looking and shit. It's just
And it used to be
they're making the game
when you
soft.
when you played it was just
If you tackle a quarterback below the knees, you get flagged. Like it's just
wow.
it's not good, man.
But is that to keep people from being injured as much?
It's to protect the most valuable
Yeah.
assets on the field, which is the quarterback.
Kinda
They call it
get
the
that.
Tom Brady rule.
Tom Brady played a lot of his career when those rules were in place.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if he had played when those rules were not in place, he would have lasted as long?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's fine. They're just kind of pussifying the NFL,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I wonder if it's had an effect on injuries. Like, you know what I mean? I wonder if it actually makes a difference, or is it just people get around it? It's weird.
What about the head one?
The head
You were never really allowed to spear, were you, with your head?
Spear.
not really.
Yeah.
But now if you use your head to tackle, you
Ronnie Lott did that a lot. Ronnie Lott used to knock himself out.
Yeah. You're trying to make a dangerous game safe, you know?
Yeah. It's a dangerous game. A little bit like boxing. You know what you're getting into.
It just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get you.
All right. Well, real quick, it's abusive, threatening, or insulting language or gestures towards other players, coaches, etc.
Sticky subject, man. I don't
Gay.
know. Dumb.
Bam Margera is now suing Paramount, Johnny Knoxville, and a
This
few other
is a
people.
tragic story because the shame is Bam Margera is one of the originals.
Yeah, so he's suing. One of the reasons why he's suing is says they took his ideas as well. He wrote a lot of the skits. So they're leaving that in the
Here's
movies.
the problem, though. They told Bam, "We'll have you in on the new movie if you're clean, dude. We're
Yeah.
trying to make because you're an addict. You got to be clean in order to be part of this movie." He failed the drug test, I think for Adderall, but I'm sure he's doing a lot of other shit. So when he failed the drug test, they went, "All right, dude, you got to get clean." Otherwise, they thought by threatening him, like you're not going to be part of the movie unless you get clean, that would be the rock bottom that get him clean.
Wasn't it a contract?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by him not obeying by the contract, it voided so he can't be part of the movie. This isn't the other guys on Jackass like Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O trying to just fuck him over. This is them looking out for their friends saying, dude, you got to be clean in
Yeah.
order to be on Jackass.
Sure.
Which I totally agree with.
Yeah.
But it's like, why would they want to fuck him over now?
No.
Like, why now?
The one thing he has in this lawsuit though that is interesting is it says that they made him take medications. Like they said part of the contract was he had to take these medications and it made him depressed and gave him anxiety. So if they made him take medications out, that would be the one I'll be like,
A lot of times when
that's
you're
going too
taking
far.
medication, it's because when it takes you away from the drug of your choice, you get depressed.
Yeah, and also some medications make you depressed
Yeah.
and give you anxiety.
An addict will do a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
the addict's going to find
try
its way
to
around what to take
protect
drugs.
their
Yeah.
addiction.
It's all a shit show. It sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck.
Yeah.
It's also have you seen the trailer for the new Jackass?
I haven't seen
They're
it.
like 50 getting attacked by sharks and stuff, and then still like getting
We
kicked
got
in
hit
the
with that
nuts.
bull.
Yeah, it's
All right.
tough. A little tough.
It's still going to kick
All right,
ass, I'm
boys.
sure.
Oh, I'll watch it. I love
Yeah.
it, but it's still like getting a little old for this.
Yeah. Johnny
I'll watch.
Knoxville must love pain or something. It's incredible.
He's 50 now.
I mean, Johnny Knoxville is the raddest motherfucker.
See,
You
we
want to talk
he
about?
got hit with that bull. That bull fucking
He's such a
flipped him.
badass. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he's so
talented
crazy.
too. Did you see him in Men in Black
think he's
3? And then
is he
he's,
50?
he has
Yeah,
a
you're
new
right.
he's doing a new movie, I think, on Paramount or
He's
something.
pretty special in a lot of ways. He's pretty cool.
I loved him in that one movie with The Rock, Walking Tall
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, is
But the
that's
shit
the one?
he was willing to do. Like,
He's good in Bad Grandpa. He's great. Duke of Hazards. Yeah,
The
Teenage
Ringer.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Isn't he in? Yeah.
The Ringer. He's good.
Yeah.
That would
You
never
couldn't
be
make that movie
today.
today.
No.
He pretended to have like
Special
mental
needs.
illness so he could be in the Special
Special-
Olympics to finish first.
For real?
And bet on
Yeah,
Yeah,
himself.
because like it was someone like a mafia.
Movie.
He owed a mafia money or something weird like that, and he was trying to make money.
Great movie though.
Didn't he tape himself to a billboard for a publicity stunt or something?
That's Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Steve-O's
And that was for
amazing.
Shamu.
Look at there's Johnny Knoxville getting flipped
Dude,
by that bull.
Like, that's so crazy.
That's
he
the
was
new trailer.
blindfolded smoking, and he just let himself get. Oh, okay, let me see.
This is the trailer. Look at his face.
Dude, that's really scary, man.
That's insane.
They put him. I remember when they had that King
definitely
Cobra,
see
and that
it.
he was like fucking terrified. That King Cobra was no
So
joke.
funny.
Oh god.
I think I'll bite you right in your fucking
Yeah,
face.
something about those guys getting together just brings back.
It's great.
memories.
Lovable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very nostalgic.
but man, oh man,
What else you got, Jen?
crazy.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's great. Shout out to Jackass. Shout out to the boys. All right, kids. Well, next week, Raleigh, North Carolina. Next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, North Carolina, August 19th to 21st. That is Raleigh Improv, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Raleigh, North Carolina is next week. Then August 26th through 28th, shows are almost sold out. La Jolla, California. La Jolla Comedy Store, right outside San Diego, California. San Jose, California, September 9th through the 11th. San Antonio, Texas, September 24th, one show. September 25th, one show. Then Denver, Colorado, September 30th through October 2nd. Tickets at fatkz.com.
I'll see you, Houston. Houston, next week, August 19th through the 21st. Get your tickets. I'm bringing heat. Whole new hour. Buffalo, New York, Helium, September 9 through 11. Denver, Colorado, Comedy Works, September 23rd to 25th. Chicago, Illinois, Improv, September 30th to August 1st. And Columbus, Ohio, Funny Bone, August 8th through 9.
October 8th through 9.
October 8th.
October 8th,
Sorry,
yeah.
I mean,
Okay. All right, August 26th, Brea Improv. Oh, did it not update? Oh,
Refresh
well,
again?
September. Yeah, will you refresh it? Should be
What's
on
wrong
there.
with it?
I have another date. September 8th, Cobb's Comedy Club. And then I'm meeting up with Brendan at San Jose Improv. And then October 7th through the 9th, I'll be at Tampa, Florida, Side Splitters. October 28th through the 30th, I'll be in Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Comedy Law. And then November 17th, Tacoma Comedy Club. November 18th, Spokane Comedy Club.
Damn, you're giving dates all the way to November, Doug.
Oh, I mean, he kept scrolling.
Hey, man.
All right, kids, that's it. Love you. See ya.